Ronnie's been a loyal friend for many, many years. But the fucking guy is out of control.
Why? What did I do now?
You were such an asshole at the party.
Oh, he was.
His poem was so insulting to me that
What?
Like Beth and I, everyone at the party did a gasp. I mean, you know. So
Why was it insulting?
We go to the party, and we're having a good time. It was great.
It was a wonderful party.
I throw a Christmas
It was a
party.
great party. Why was it insulting? That's what I want to know.
First of all, I got to tell you something. You know, you're an older guy now. You drink and get drunk so fast.
I wasn't even drunk. What are you talking about?
You couldn't walk. You were wasted out of your fucking brain.
You're out of your mind.
I got there. Dude, you were drunk within 20 minutes of the party. But
You're out of your mind, dude.
Sloppy drunk.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I wasn't.
Ronnie, you were a little lit, at least. Whenever I came in.
And he falls in love with everybody.
Yeah.
He's hugging me, kissing me.
What did you do?
You're so full of shit, too.
Ronnie.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Ronnie.
Who came over to me and said goodbye?
Ronnie, what
smacked me right on my mouth.
You did. You kept holding on to me. I was like, I'm going to have to kiss him on
Ronnie.
the lips. I kissed him
everything's
on
Ronnie.
each
Yeah,
cheek,
okay.
and now he's still holding me.
What do? Do you order a drink when you walk in and then you slug it down?
No.
What do you do? Do you know how to
Do you do shots before? What do you
wasn't
do?
doing shots. Lieberman was trying to get me to do shots.
Listen to me.
I wasn't doing any shots.
Your ego.
I didn't do any shots.
Your ego is out of control.
You're out of your mind.
You know, the guy, he's
My ego's out of control.
I'm happy for him. He's doing some appearances. He goes to these strip clubs and various clubs. And I'm happy for him.
And he's got his deals, whatever they are.
But when you get drunk, you say dumb things.
Okay.
Like, I'll give you some dumb things you said. All right?
All right.
So we walk into the party, and a couple of people congratulated me on America's Got Talent. He gets loud, and he goes, "Hey!
What?
What about me?" You heard this? Okay.
Yeah.
What about me? Why is no one congratulating me on my TV deal? I can't talk about it, but why isn't anyone congratulating me?
What are you talking about?
So people start staring and looking because they get embarrassed. Yeah! Listen to me. You're drunk. You don't even know you're saying this shit.
Okay.
You sound like a retard.
All right.
That's the first thing you do.
Okay.
And it's a faux pas. You sound like a jealous asshole.
Okay.
If people are congratulating me, it has nothing to do with you.
I didn't say anything. I don't even know what you're talking about, but okay.
Listen to me, Ronnie. This is what you said.
Right.
What
Okay, I
about
heard
me?
you.
And you didn't stop. You keep going on in your drunken stupidity. Now, you get carried away.
Okay.
Now, then you get up and you have JD read the poem, which everyone was excited for. This poem, I don't remember much about it.
Right.
Some people think my boss is an ass. Some people think my boss is crass. And I'm sitting there like I'm embarrassed by this guy. Some people, in front of my wife, some people think my boss is an ass.
This is the guy who loves you.
Would you do me a favor, Robin, and explain to him that everyone kind of looked around and went, "Oh, my God."
Right. Well,
I'm
that
not making
it
this
was
stuff
like,
up.
What kind of a poem is this? This is a party.
Yeah.
Howard's throwing the party.
Right.
Why do I want to hear that some people think I'm an ass at my party?
Not people that you work with. It's
Why
like
don't you say
people that
some people think you're a
But
shit.
why is
do you have
that
to-
on your mind at this time? It's the end of the year.
Yeah.
We're celebrating a great year. Howard's pulled everybody together to show the love, and you got to remind us that things aren't great?
Yeah, that some people think I'm an ass?
I felt a little uncomfortable reading it.
Yeah, I know. well, Ronnie's the only guy who didn't pick up on the vibe. So, but it's like everyone turned to me and go, "What are you going to do?" You know, I mean, the poem started out fine. Although the poem started out, he rhymed the word night with night.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used the same
Could
word
you
twice.
get the poem and
right.
read it
And by the
again?
way, I saw the poem before he read it, and I said, "Ronnie, you've used the same word twice in the opening, and if I were you, I would strike the Howard is an ass line."
You did say it to him.
I did say it to him.
Well,
and he just kind of looked at me and went, "Hey, hey, hey."
Well, he had been saying earlier in the day, remember, that ass is in the poem, you know, because everybody was
it's
saying,
me.
Don't be crass.
To make
don't
a
be,
point.
Don't be, he says, no. Ass is in the poem, but it's in a nice way.
You've lost it. Your ego is way out of control. Dude, humble yourself a little.
All right.
You're out of control.
All right. I'm done.
You're drinking too much? Listen to me. Look at me.
I'm done.
What are you done with? What about
He's
an
now
apology?
sensitive?
What about an apology? Come here. Get in here. Get in here now.
No, you're not apologizing on mic. What the heck was that?
He just left. He left. He's done.
Ron, you can't do anything right around here. You cannot do anything right around here.
It's still early in the year.
Yeah.
Perhaps you have a chance to turn it around.
I'm not turning
anything.
I am not turning anything around. There's nothing to turn around.
Does this mark the end of your poetry career?
Go away.
Edgar Allan Schmo, I called him. I said, this is the most...
Henry Wadsworth Wrongfellow.
Yeah. I said, this guy... I said, this guy is completely out of control. And it was offensive. I mean, I was actually offended. I was like, okay, look, I know a lot of people think I'm an asshole. I'm a controversial guy, but this is my party.
This is your group. This is your friends, your family, essentially.
Like, my parents wouldn't say to me, here, some people think you're an ass. They wouldn't bum me out. Like, why would Ronnie do that to me? I'm so good to Ronnie. Some people think my boss is an ass. Some people think my boss is crass. I don't know what happened after that. I know night rhymed with night.
I wish, we could
that you knew it was off to a good start.
JD read it again so everybody
JD.
knows what we're talking about.
JD, come in and read it again. You got to hear this. JD.
I don't have it.
Oh, fuck. Get it from Ronnie.
Come on. There's got to be a copy somewhere.
I'll go ask him. Hold on.
Yeah. Wait, you'll hear night rhymes with night.
Maybe we can get a transcription.
And what's weird is I was in the car with Ronnie when he wrote the poem. Like,
he talked about the time he found because he really needs quiet.
Yeah, he needed quiet to figure out a way to insult me. So I'm standing there with all of my friends, my coworkers.
And we're all feeling really, really good about being part of this organization.
I'll have to go back and listen to it and type it out if you want me to.
We do have it, right?
We do have it, yes.
Where is it?
I mean, there's a bit of intro because I'm laughing and stuff. JD1.
Well, we love that.
Yeah. Well, who wouldn't be laughing? Like when you read it ahead of time, were you like, oh, man, this is like...
you probably wanted to help him out, and then you said, no, I got to read it the way it is.
Well, I admit, like,
I was actually embarrassed.
I had a couple drinks before I first read it, and not everything got to me. I just wanted to... He sat me down, and we rehearsed me reading it.
And then Ronnie, of course, had to get up at the microphone and start rambling into it. And making some sort of... He made 2 speeches.
Yeah, well, you had gotten up and made a beautiful, beautiful speech thanking everyone and talking about what a great organization it is and how much everyone supports you. Yeah. And then I just wanted to say thank you because it was like a fantastic party.
Right.
So I got up and said something to you and,
Beautiful,
what you mean to all of us.
Yeah.
And then Ronnie grabbed the microphone.
Right. Ronnie's a master of ceremonies. It was too much.
And you just looked at me and said, he's undoing everything you just said.
You mean Fred? You said to him ahead of time?
Yes.
You said, hey, Ron, take the line about Howard being...
that out.
Thank you. Thank you for being a friend, as Andrew Gold.
I said, I know you're the author, and you can do what you want, but if I were you, I would take that out.
You were trying to be a good editor.
I was trying to be a good editor, and I was trying to help Ronnie out.
I was so offended.
Because we're all like smiling and Ronnie's going to read a poem, and then all of a sudden everybody just started looking at each other.
Yeah, because just the tone of it just stuck out like a dead fish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just like, wow. Like, he's bumming me out. Yeah, Rick. Hey, Rick.
Hey, what's up, Howard? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
You got to tell on this guy's ego is out of control, man.
Oh, with the girls.
It's true.
It is.
I mean, and you can see that, jealousy is the root of all evil. I mean, I know he's been with you a long time, but you may want to watch the back of your knee in case he wants to stab you or something.
Thank God he's up front.
He was like, what about me? He goes, we walk in and someone must have said, hey, Howard, congratulations on America's Got Talent. He hears this. He starts yelling, what about me? Why is no one congratulating me?
Hey, Ronnie's here.
And he goes, I just had a meeting with Don Buchwald, but I can't talk about it. Why are you not congratulating me? I went, oh, my God. Is he following me around and going to be doing this all night?
Sheesh.
Hey,
what is he, in competition with me? I mean, what is this? He's out of control.
We got to hear that speech.
The only moment that I thought Ronnie was really funny, I'm standing there talking to Jackie Martling.
Yeah.
And Jackie comes over, and as usual, Jackie's like, hey, it's really good to see you. It's really good to be here. I miss you guys.
Hey.
And, like, what do you say to Jackie? So I go, Jackie, it's good to see you. You look great. And Ronnie's there like, he looks terrible. He's just screaming. He looks awful.
Jackie's lost too much weight.
I know.
It looks like somebody stuck a pin in it. Yeah.
But Ronnie's just, like he's just screaming at the top of his lungs. Anything nice I say, he counters.
It's like a parrot on your shoulder.
He's an asshole.
You're trying to get through the evening.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. You know who was there? Red Peters,
Yes.
And he just seemed so sad sitting in the corner by himself. No one was talking to him.
I tried to talk to him, but what do you say to Red?
I don't know. He's got that filthy, dirty mind. I go, Red, how's it going? Hey, great to be here, Howard. He's got that Boston accent.
Yeah, so happy to be here.
Yeah, so happy to be here. And I go, yeah. And then I realize I have nothing to say to Red. I go, how's everybody? How's the family? How's the whole family? How's your whole family?
And then he starts talking about some new album he's got.
Yeah. He goes, we got a Christmas special coming up, and I was like, oh, okay. I think Red's divorced. Do we even know?
I don't even know. I was.
Yeah.
I had to get away as quickly as possible.
Yeah. That's
I'm
why
afraid Ronnie was behind me.
That's why when I got up and made a speech, I go, hey, everybody, Red Peters is here. I was hoping to get someone to talk to him. He looked kind of lonely. And then whenever
I guess he didn't bring anybody. He didn't know anybody, I guess.
Whenever I see Jackie at the party, I always stop and talk to him for a while. And, it's almost like I want to shake him because he was like, hey, congratulations on America's Got Talent. And I go, hey. I see you're doing well with that joke machine. I saw it was in a lot of stores.
Is it? Really?
No. So he goes, yeah, it's doing good. And I go, it drives me crazy because about a half hour after I see Jackie, for the entire half hour, I'm like, what the fuck did that guy do?
I know. Well, that's why I'm sitting there trying to think of something nice to say, and Ronnie's screaming, he looks horrible.
Well, I sit there for literally a half hour now, and even when I get home, I say to my wife, holy mackerel, this guy committed career suicide.
I know.
See, I even say, he goes, hey, America's Got Talent. I said, yeah, Jackie, I wish you were a writer on that show. They don't have any writers on that show. I go, yeah, I wish you, you don't know what to say, You were a writer. You were working for me. You were doing great.
You had a gig as a writer.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of sad when Jackie set up his joke booth at the party and tried to sell the sell joke machines.
I actually bought something.
You did. Good. Did you get a mug?
You, Fred.
I got him.
I have 2 mugs. I woke up with a hangover. I said, who
how do I get these mugs?
Oh, how do I get rid of these?
Unfortunately, I left them in the cab.
But no, it was actually good to see everyone. Good to see Jackie and the whole gang. And so JD gets up to read Ronnie's poem, and I was just like, you got to understand, normally I wouldn't care, but it's like, we're all there. It's everyone from work. We're all having a good time, and everyone's just feeling very positive about what we do for a living. And then when JD's reading the poem that Ronnie wrote, which is supposed to be funny, and funny in a bad way.
It was, but not this way.
Everyone does a collective cringe because it's like, some people think my boss is an ass. Some people think my boss is crass. Not me, And I was just like, oh, that's right. There are people who think I'm an ass.
Thank you for bringing them to the party.
And I was kind of standing proud, like for once I wasn't hunched over. And that hunched me right back over again. Here's JD. I don't know how good the audio quality is.
It's decent.
It's
decent.
J.D. Hallmeyer, my best friend in the whole world.
Yeah, and I like Ronnie goes, I'm not drunk.
I told you, he's in love with everyone when he's drunk.
J.D. Hallmeyer, my best friend.
Yeah.
He was so wasted, and he was wasted 10 minutes into the party. Sloppy wasted.
At the Stern Show is going to read my party.
His party.
And it's my party.
He's going to read my party.
Because he thinks it's his party.
I guess.
Yeah.
Holiday party poem. We rehearsed it. He promised to He will read.
And he goes on and on.
This is the host of Ronnie's block party.
Yeah, and you're hoping that Ronnie just will finish his speech quickly and get off, but he just goes on and on.
It the right way. He will not laugh. He will read it.
Like Beth doesn't listen to the show that much, so she was kind of like, what is this? They're going to read a poem now? I go, yeah, it's a thing from the show. It's funny. And then he read it, and I was like, well, people think my boss is an ass. And I was like, what's funny about this? I mean, I guess it is funny.
Shut up, asshole! Stop it now!
And that's when Ronnie starts cursing into the mic.
That's Ronnie's block party. That's what he does. One person says something, and he forgets the whole audience and starts talking to one person.
And he starts cursing into the microphone, and I'm like, oh, man.
You know, they say public speaking is one of those things that most people
are not good
have such a great fear of that they won't do it.
Not him.
Ronnie is the opposite.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like, if you're at the party, all of a sudden you just hear, asshole, shithead, shit, fuck.
You promise? I asked you to do it. You gonna do it the right way? Here's the poem. Here's the microphone. I will step back, and everybody be quiet. Quiet.
And I'm sitting and holding my head. I'm like, oh my god, what happened to this guy? He used to be a humble limo driver. He's now a master of ceremonies.
Again, like no fear.
Nothing.
Just, just goes out there and does it badly every time.
He's gotten no better at it.
And here's J.D. Harmeyer to read the holiday party poem.
The holiday party.
I don't know why we can't mic this properly. We are a radio.
Well, he was at the PA, right? He was, holding a microphone.
Just put a microphone that has a direct feed into the board. It's pretty simple. I don't know if you guys can hear this well at home, but...
Well, maybe he'll start reading into the mic.
Yeah. Now JD's giggling. It looks like Ronnie's going to smack him in the head.
All I can think of, they're making a Napoleon Dynamite cartoon.
Yeah, come on. JD's a perfect choice.
At this time every year, we have a party to celebrate our year.
Year and year, right? What is it?
Every
time of the year.
Yeah, he did. There was like a double rhyme.
Right, a party to celebrate our year and year.
I didn't expect good poetry from Ronnie. I didn't expect it to be insulting to me.
We have great food, booze, and beer, and plenty of fun and cheer. Sometimes we have a DJ. Sometimes we have a DJ. Sometimes we do karaoke. And sometimes we even do the hokey pokey. We sing and we dance. And once in a while, a jerk will pull down his pants. We look forward to this event where we can let loose and get bent. Some say the host of this party is an ass. Some people say he is crass.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you see how the audience even started to get quiet?
And I went, oh, I think I'm the host of the party. I think he's saying that a lot of people think I'm an ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, it goes on and on.
So that was it.
Yeah. JD, you can, if you can, have somebody write down the poem for you so you can do a reading here on the air. Because it's kind of hard to understand off the tape.
And then that second speech of Ronnie's wasn't any better.
Oh, you mean this?
Thank you, Robin. That was a great speech. But mine is going to be better.
He got real competitive when he got drunk. Like he was like, hey, why isn't anyone congratulating me on my TV deal? And Robin, now I'm going to do a better speech than you.
Yeah, that was great, but I'm going to be better.
Do you really think you're going to be better, Ronnie? Why set it up that way? And he already spoke.
Yeah.
It's enough. People are getting a headache.
It was actually like, it should have been done after that.
Yeah. You and I spoke. It's enough.
This is a man.
It was like Ronnie's block party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a treat.
Ronnie was the host.
Most people pay for that.
Yeah. We got it for free. Hey.
Something interesting about this
Doug
speech.
Z. Goodstein, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I went to dinner with Ronnie almost 2 weeks to the day after the party with Ganji and Richie Wilson.
Right.
And we were talking about the party.
Right.
And he was like, well, I said, we put a clip reel together. We pulled a bunch of clips. He said, what'd you pull? I said, Howard's speech, Robin's speech, JD's poem that he read, from your speech, and your speech. And he said, what the hell are you talking about? I said, don't bust my balls. Stop it. I didn't make a speech. And he was dead serious. He had no recollection of it.
So he's drinking so much he's blacking out.
And then Ganji had it on his phone. He said, Ronnie, here. So he played like 2 seconds. I said, stop. Don't play anymore.
Right.
You'll hear about it on Tuesday. You made a speech. He really had no idea.
He does a thing where he's literally drunk at the beginning of the party.
How do you do that?
I think he does shots. I don't know. I don't know.
But he's
I can't speak to what happens, but it's nuts.
All I know is he was wasted.
Because it wasn't that late.
But he functions very well. Like, he doesn't fall. He's amazing.
But I saw him like kind of stumbling around.
Well, Stephanie's holding him
Well, he
up
doesn't really fall. He doesn't black out. He's a party animal.
Yeah, he is.
He really is.
Dancing. Yeah. He doesn't know he made a speech?
He wasn't goofing on us, and he thought we were goofing on him.
So here he is, uncontrolled id, and he right away is competing with Robin for the best speech. Robin, your speech was pretty good, but now let me show you how.
Let me show you how master at work.
Let me show you how the host of Ronnie's Block Party handles it.
I'm a professional.
Right.
Who took me from a limo seat. I sat in a limo, in a broken down limo car, and this man took me.
Oh, I wanted to just jump out a window.
And you know what? Like when I was standing there, I said, everything's about him.
Yeah. I took him out of the limo, and I want to get him back in the limo. It's like taking a genie out of a bottle.
It's like, you don't know Ronnie. Ronnie used to be a limo driver.
Yeah, you don't know. The superstar you see in front of you wasn't always this man. Believe it or not, I was sitting in a limo.
From a seat to being a star right now.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's such a star.
You're not going to believe this, but I used to sit in a limo.
You kids.
The star that you see in front of you.
This is no overnight success.
And he started yelling about when are people going to start congratulating him.
A Fox TV show.
So where is this show already?
And what is this about you? He's supposed to be saying something about you.
We'll get to it. I guess that a lot of people think I'm an ass.
I love this man to death.
Good thing I got him out of the limo. Imagine what he'd be saying about me.
He's the best. We love Howard Stern. I can't tell you how much I love this guy.
I can't listen. Can you?
I'm fascinated by every word.
Okay.
He's the best. 26 years with him. You can't be with him long enough to know how great he is. And his new wife, Beth Stern.
I've been with Beth 12 years. My new wife. Beth goes, I'm your new wife? I go, he's wasted. And I said, he's going to keep talking unless someone... I had someone go over and grab the mic from him.
We love her to death, too. It's the best thing that has ever happened to me.
To him. What happened to him?
Nothing. Best thing that happened.
I just want you to know, brother, you are the best, man. I love you, man.
And I'm like, okay, sit down.
You are the best. Everybody, drink to Howard Stern.
Wow. He was in rare form.
Oh.
Who was worse, Benji or Ronnie?
Well, they were tied, I think.
Yeah. Benji said he was on the wrap-up show that he was going to go to the Christmas party and not create a scene.
He showed up and was a scene.
Him and the new girlfriend. It was just remarkable. Everyone said to me, go look at Benji. So I walk over, which is what he wanted.
Of course.
And he's dressed as a hip-hop guy, and he's got these 3 disgusting hickeys on his neck that, like, I mean, I've never seen anything more gross. And he's sweating. And then I go over and I say hi to him, and he's... Oh! Yeah, look at that. And he's putting on...
Oh, my God.
Look at that, Robin.
Yeah.
It's like cigarette burns.
And then he's wearing that dark beard and an outfit. And I went over to say hi to him and his girlfriend. She had an attitude. Like, she wouldn't even say hello.
Oh, no, she doesn't. I said, as they were walking by me at one point in time, I said, hey, guys, how you doing? Just looked straight ahead like, she was like Arnold Schwarzenegger avoiding the paparazzi.
Are you
Benji
kidding?
kind of gave me a wave, so my hat's off to Benji.
Oh, my God. Look at that picture.
It was really weird. Dude, what were you up to? What was the whole shtick there? I didn't get it. You weren't very nice, and you.
I wasn't.
No, and you were being a bit of an asshole, actually.
Oh, I didn't mean to seem like that, but because I was happy to say hi to you, and I'm sure if she didn't say big hi to you, she was shy.
I'll talk to you off the air about your relationship.
No, there was nothing shy about.
Some real serious advice.
All right, talk to me now, man.
Yeah, that's okay.
I would like to hear it.
She was saying how nice you seemed. She was saying she loved.
How would she know? I mean, I walked
because you spoke to her, even though she didn't speak to you.
You guys like sat down. It was a weird vibe there. What was the whole outfit and the getup? I thought you didn't want to attract attention, like with the rapper. I mean, you don't dress like that, do you? Normally, I mean, what was that? I mean, there was some. You were going for something.
That's me.
Yeah, right. That is you.
It looks like somebody pasted his face on a picture.
Look at him.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. What was going on there?
What do you mean?
Did you guys have a plan of some sort to be?
Well,
like,
she did tell me she was gonna. She said she had an outfit for me ready, and that was the outfit. So
I don't know. But what is it? You guys have to make a statement, I guess, huh?
I thought, listen. I know for you guys, I probably would have dressed more mellow if I had picked the outfit ahead of time.
Right.
But
I know your plan was not to create a scene.
No, I like dressing up though.
Right. Okay. So you were happy.
Yeah.
All right.
Except for you guys, like, I know you guys don't like things out of the ordinary.
No. It was fine. Listen, I didn't care one way or the other. I know I went over to you guys, and you seemed to be like putting on like a hip hop, when sometimes hip hop people don't like to talk to white people.
I was probably.
It was like you guys were, the outcast, the black people, and you were angry with the white man or something. I thought there was a thing.
No, I was like puff daddy.
There was an attitude.
Yes.
They rehearsed.
No, there's no doubt that you guys must have had a discussion before. They came in late, and they sat down like at one of those tables, and
The
they sat
banquette,
alone. And it was definitely a vibe. It was almost like he was
a VIP.
It's like
big
Jay-Z
star,
and Beyonce.
and they were going to talk to people.
Right.
It was like a funny vibe, Benji. Everybody said that. Like, you guys didn't. You stood out by just acting odd, and you did look weird.
I was all the way at the back of the restaurant at that time, and just floods of people running. Benji's here. You gotta go see Benji.
Yeah, he was putting on a whole show. So, but you were putting like most people walk around the party and kind of go, "Hey, man, what's happening? Great year." Yeah. And you kind of pal around and you
talk to everybody.
It's kind of nice to be socializing instead of working. You seemed to like put up a wall, and you sat down with the girlfriend, and you had your arms folded, and you were kind of like in your own world, and like it seemed like a show to me. Am I off base?
Well, I did. Maybe John Hines suggested on the wrap-up show. He goes, because everyone says acting. I thought they were acting because I've been obnoxious at parties, and like he said, why don't you just go sit at a table, and whoever wants to come up to you will come up to you. I thought that was a good idea.
Oh, so that's what you did.
And that's how I treated it. I felt like Benji was one of those performers who gets dressed so you can take pictures of them with them at the party. Yeah. And so I said, I'm going to go over and have my picture taken with Benji.
I think it's so funny that Benji doesn't know how to, like, somebody gives him a suggestion and he just takes it all the way.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to just go to a party and act like a human.
I mean, John Hine made that casual comment.
And he goes and does it.
No, it's John's fault.
No, but it was kind of like, too, like...
I thought it was a good idea.
Like Beth
Who
and
wants to talk to you will talk to you then.
I would think your girlfriend... Like, look, I'm your boss. You'd think your girlfriend would come over and, like, say something, or you would say to me, hey, Howard...
I thought I did say, it's a great party. Thanks. Happy New Year.
Did he?
I mean, he was gracious. He sent the beautiful orchids to the house and everything. Benji was a class guy, but... At the party, he was putting on some sort of weird act.
If anything, I'm a little shy around you in that kind of situation. probably also.
No, but you were doing it with everyone. Right? JD, am I off base?
Well, I'm also, because I'm probably...
What was going on with him and that girlfriend?
I don't know. I walked up to him, and I saw the outfit. I was like, I'm not even going to deal with this. I was like, I said, hello. I was laughing, like, right in front of his face. I had to get out of there.
Right. And the girlfriend seems unfriendly, too, right?
I didn't really talk to her. I just said hello to Benji, and, you know.
Well, she sort of has an attitude that she's not liked, I think. Because
I don't know
the
why.
one thing she said to me, I told you, I sat down next to her and I said, I want a picture with you guys. And, you know, she was like, yes, and she was posing for the picture and everything.
There it is.
And then she said, thank you so much for coming and take a picture with you. I said, oh, I'm happy to. Yeah. And she goes, oh, yeah, right. Like, like that's the truth or something. Like she couldn't believe that I would do that.
She said to me right after, she said, oh, that was so nice. Like, I got to talk to Robin. She was really nice.
You got to tell your girlfriend, nobody's really sitting and thinking about her all that much. I think maybe she thinks she's like Mariah Carey or something,
I think I think you're thinking about it and getting all these thoughts in your head.
No, I mean...
No, we're not. You gave that vibe to everybody that was at the party, Benj.
Everybody got it.
Oddly, again, we all got one vibe, and you got a different one. We're not the nutty ones.
All right.
But I just came over to say hi and see what was happening, talk to your girlfriend, say hello, and ask her how her career was going. But you guys were definitely sending out a vibe, like, hey, like a P. Diddy thing.
Yeah. It's a shame that Ronnie won't come back in.
Right.
Because I understand that there was some friction with Ronnie. I guess.
Oh, really?
I guess Benji's girlfriend was dismissive of Ronnie's girlfriend, and Ronnie got very upset.
Dismissive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. When we walked in, Ronnie started cursing at us.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and then...
But see, so Doug Goodstein told me his wife... Will told me his wife went over to say hello to them, and Benji's girlfriend put out her hand like for her to kiss.
Oh, my God, come on.
Yes, she did.
Holy shit.
You think Will made that up?
She definitely is a superstar, I mean,
well, she is in my eyes.
Yeah, well, not in ours.
Well, she should be. But
everybody else missed that part.
Yeah. I mean, we're just regular folks saying, hey, happy Christmas, Merry...
I'll tell the bodyguards about
there's
everyone.
no velvet rope at the party.
Yeah.
There is for me.
Ooh, what's going on in the hall?
Probably fire alarm.
Yeah, that's weird. You want to read the poem?
I have. If you want me to, I have it.
Yeah. Wait. Hey, John. Hey, you're on the air. What's happening?
Yeah, John from Valdosta.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey now. Happy New Year.
Hey now.
Listen, thanks for what you did to all the fans. Just wanted to point out that you did a mini intervention with Ronnie. Thanks. He's either got amnesia or serious denial. I mean, I love him. He's like an uncle. But
he is like an uncle.
The crazy uncle.
The crazy uncle drinks too much.
Yeah, but stay with that because, I had a councilman down here who's 18. After one drink, he would become the Rat Pack. He didn't even know who they were. But he would just completely forget what he had done all night long.
Yeah, Ronnie's claiming he doesn't remember making a speech.
That's odd.
That is odd. Thank you. Thank you for the call. Yes, Dan, you're on the air. Dan Kishmer, Texas Duran from Philly. Yes, Dan. No, Dan. Okay. I'm wondering if you should read the poem before the break or after the break. Read it. Go ahead. Here's Ronnie's poem. It's read by JD.
Once again.
The holiday party. At this time every year, we have a party to celebrate our year.
So far, so good.
Every time this year.
I know what rhymes with yeah.
Yeah. Year, beer, gear, I don't know, fear.
That's the next paragraph.
Right.
We have great food, booze, and beer, and plenty of fun and cheer. Sometimes we have a DJ, sometimes we do karaoke, and sometimes we even do the hokey pokey.
Right.
We sing and we dance, and once in a while, a jerk will pull down his pants.
That must be Sal.
We look forward to this event where we can let loose and get bent. Some say the host of this party is an ass. Some people say he is crass.
Yeah, I mean...
Wow. I labored over those two lines.
But the people at this party love Howard and Beth, because in our eyes, they are top class.
Great. At this point, I'm like, oh, this can't end fast enough.
We raise our glasses to you and cheer until we meet again this next year. So we thank you, too, for this great night. And now let's party into the wee hours of the night.
That must be Sal.
We raise our glasses to you and cheer until we meet again this next year. So we thank you, too, for this great night. And now let's party into the wee hours of the night.
Oh, God, night and night. It was year and year.
He used year 3 times.
Night and night. Cheer and cheer all through the poem.
Right. Well, that was
He
it.
only knows a few words.
Nice read, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nothing like the holidays. Benji,
Why is it always Ronnie and Benji, though?
Yeah, Benji and Ronnie.
Every year.
And they both are shocked that anyone thinks that they're weird. It's wild. You know what? I have to talk to Ronnie about. I remember when Scott, the engineer's wife, called in and yelled at Ronnie on the air.
Yes.
The two of them were dancing the night away.
Ronnie and Robin?
Robin Salem. The two of them were like
the best of friends?
Buddies.
Wow. Well, that's good because I thought there was a lot of bad blood.
No. I don't know what happened. Ronnie charmed her.
Well, that's the only one.
Hey, Scott, since I can't speak to Ronnie, can I ask you, how did your wife end up dancing with Ronnie?
Before he got drunk, he must have been charming.
And honestly, dirty dancing.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed that.
To me, it looked dirty. You know how Ronnie does that humping thing?
That grind?
How did your wife, who hates Ronnie, end up dirty dancing with Ronnie? I got tape of that. I mean, I was shocked. How did he...
They worked it out. I mean, they spoke. Robin, went up to him and they spoke.
At the party.
At the party, yeah.
Well, but I thought she hated Ronnie.
She didn't hate him.
But she had terrible things to say about
She had
him.
a disagreement with him, yes. But no, she...
Were you surprised they ended up dirty dancing together?
I was a little surprised, yes.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, no, she was, very good, and she talked to him, and they worked everything out.
Yeah, Ronnie didn't knock her up during that dance.
I was going to say, did you get lucky? She got all worked up for Ronnie, and you got the benefit?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so everything's great.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Okay. I was shocked. What can I say?
Yeah.
Ronnie working his charm.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it was Ronnie.
I missed that. I would have loved...
Oh,
I have to give the credit to Robin.
It was dirty dancing. Here, there they are.
Oh, look at them. They're hugging.
I was like, I must be daydreaming.
Wow.
I could fuck her.
Yeah. They were having fun.
I said, she hates him.
Yeah, from that conversation the other day, I thought they'd never speak again.
Look, the two of them. Like long-lost friends.
I'm being cuckolded.
And he stands around watching.
I was enjoying the fun.
Yeah, he's stealing my woman right in front of me.
What's going on?
It was very nice.
Poor Scott tries to smile through it. He's probably like, oh, I hope nothing goes wrong.
No.
Scott, did you miss a little section of your beard there today when you were shaving?
Oh, there's a big patch of hair on the side of your neck. Yeah. I do that sometimes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you miss.
Have you gone to that new look where you wear a chain on the side of your pants?
No.
Is that what's hanging off the side of your pants?
My ID.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting stylish.
No. I don't get stylish.
I mean, because from what I remember that conversation, your wife called Ronnie classless and an asshole 2 months ago.
Ronnie, I would never want to go someplace with you.
I don't want to go anywhere with you.
I'm going to tell you something. You are, to me, a dredge of the earth.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it coming from you.
In other words, he could be a bad influence on Scott, I think.
No, you know what? He's not the type of person I would hang out with.
Right.
Oh, who would you hang out with?
He's classless.
Right.
And then she's dancing with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
No, she,
Ronnie really worked
I guess,
his charm.
she has a little blow up and then she gets over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything's fine.
But
I'm glad.
I didn't say it wasn't. All right. Thank you,
Thanks.
Scott the engineer. Everyone loves hearing from Scott.
Yeah, I'm glad because I felt bad that day that they had their run-in.
I guess you could tell that Scott, his New Year's Eve, I guess his resolution was that in 2012 he was going to be Mr. Personality. Yeah, I think you heard a little bit of it coming
I just
through.
came alive. Everything is all right. I'm electric.
Everything's fine. No. Everything's fine.
No problems.
No problems. I don't think it was Ronnie. He's fascinating.
JD.
Yes.
Do you feel the same as Howard?
I mean, it wasn't about me, so I can't. I don't know.
Does Ronnie take it too far? I mean, everyone knows the way Ronnie typically acts, but
I think Ronnie meant it. Listen, Ronnie wasn't trying to call Howard an ass, but he brought up that people think of him that way, and Howard has said he's very sensitive. So I don't know.
You're around Ronnie a lot. Do you think ever thinks before he speaks, or do you think he just blurts out whatever's going on in his head?
Depends. It depends. If he's drunk and, there's not a whole lot going on up there.
Depends on the vodka.
It depends on the vodka. And
vodka?
Yes. So.
While you're standing up there, you mentioned you felt extremely uneasy.
I felt, excuse me, I felt uneasy about that line for sure. But listen, I was a little lit myself. I just got done drinking 2 Jack and Cokes like within an hour. So
you had a little bit of liquid courage going.
I had some liquid courage going, and I just wanted to power through the poem.
Were you ever fearful that you're sort of going to be looked at as a moron by association because you're reading a published work by Ronnie Mund? Like they're gonna blame you, even though you're just the conduit that's getting.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't really going to. I just wanted it to be funny, funny in a bad way or funny in a good way. I just wanted it to be funny. That's all I was worried about.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
We've kind of run out of time.
I noticed that you're still very upset. You're still very upset with Howard right now.
Your point?
Well, a lot of time has passed. Usually you cool off, when people get their balls busted.
I'm cool.
But the anger's still there, the resentment for his comments.
I'm cool. He's got his opinion. I got mine.
And what's your opinion?
My opinion was I didn't try. It was nothing to insult him. Believe me. If you listen to the whole fucking poem, it wasn't insulting.
You think Howard comes down on
It was just pointing out that certain people say bad things about him, but the people who work here think he's a great guy. But he didn't see it that way. He's seen it. I insulted him and his wife, so whatever.
Do you think there's some things you could have done better in your public speaking at the party?
No, absolutely not. I didn't do anything wrong.
What will this ride home be like today between the two of you?
I don't know. Ask him.
Well, I noticed when you went to the studio before, you really gave him the cold shoulder. Are you going to continue this?
I didn't give him the cold shoulder. I gave him his breakfast. He said, "How come I didn't come in? How come I was a baby?" I said, "I don't want to talk to you." That's all.
It's kind of the cold shoulder.
It's not the cold shoulder.
It's a lukewarm shoulder.
No, it's not a lukewarm shoulder.
It's not a warm shoulder.
It's a fine shoulder.
And if you don't have talent, he's going to tell you, like Simon.
It's fine.
Speaking of the party, look who's here, Mr. Party.
I'm the life of the party.
Night rhymes with night.
What time?
Time rhymes with
We're not doing
time.
today, are we?
I don't know.
Does anybody know?
Nobody said anything.
No.
No.
That doesn't mean anything.
I say no.
11:30.
If you see anybody, tell them no. Just say no to everything.
No.
11:30.
Are we having a meeting today?
I don't know.
Say no.
No, we're not having a meeting. 11:30.
All right.
Now I can go get hammered on
Night
the
rhymes with what?
Night.
Night. My boss is an A. I guess so.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we discussed how Benji was busy over the weekend at the big Anthony Weiner press conference, making a whole scene out there. Benji came in and he was torn between the fact that he hated what he did, but he loved the attention. Lisa G talked about their trip together. Steve Langford talked about how much he loved the whole thing. It was great. Here's how it went.
We're talking about the Anthony Weiner press conference for his resignation, what Benji did, and Howard's reaction to it. Do you think Howard liked what you did?
I think. Listen, I don't like a lot of what I did, and I think Howard probably enjoys the whole, all the hoopla about it and everything, and I think if you look at it, like the video, it's funny. It's like there's funny theatrics to it, but I don't know how much it bothers him, but to me, it's like I don't like the fact what I did. Like I interrupted his speech. Like people are just as mad about the first press conference, but I'm fine. I did it at the proper time, and like when he was taking questions, I was told he wasn't going to take questions at this, and when people started shouting, I was like, this is my opportunity, otherwise I'm not going to get one.
See, I think you're being too hard on yourself. I think Howard's biggest issue is, I think, first of all, he's giving you a lot of latitude as a comedian, saying, hey, you got to try stuff to make stuff happen. And I think his biggest complaint was that you couldn't be heard well enough rather than that you did it at all.
Well, you can, on our video you can hear it.
Right, but you couldn't if you were watching. It just sounded like a guy screaming, but it's not your fault. You took a shot at it.
Right, but like I guess we have different problems with it then. Like I just, whether it's funny or not, I think it was wrong for me to do in that manner.
And the other person,
and it came across as like, which first of all, it came across as like that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get Anthony Weiner. It's nothing about that. I don't think what he did was a big deal, like to the public sphere. It's a big deal to him and Huma and everything.
I know it comes across. It almost comes across like Benji's one of those like right wing nuts who's looking to take him down.
Which is
like
funny
you're in trouble when Ann Coulter's your biggest supporter.
Well, I think a lot of people she liked it. I'm assuming for the wrong For I just think it was funny. It's ridiculous that we're like making such a big thing about this.
But you seem to all throughout today. I wouldn't say you're apologizing, but you keep saying you did it wrong, but you wouldn't have had the opportunity unless the other guy.
And a better thing would be to just have not done anything at all.
See, I'm looking at
I do love it. I'm not going to deny it. I love every fucking tweet, every fucking newspaper article I was in when they got things right.
Your photographs on homepages of major websites.
Look mean and stuff like that.
You held your own press conference.
Right. That all stuff was fun, and I love that, but it's not what I did that caused that. I feel I have a real problem with and I'm embarrassed about, and I have to figure out, like, I can't do shit like that I'm going to regret.
See, here's what I enjoyed more about it. I thought Anthony Weiner came down, read a statement, had his eyes down, people started yelling, never took his eyes off the page. I felt like he was going to come out, read that statement, and leave no matter what. And whatever anybody said wasn't going to make a difference. I enjoyed the aspect of how upsetting it is to the press and how there's this unwritten law that the press thinks everybody has to abide by, that they think is an actual law. Like, if you could take them to press court, if you could take Benji to press court, Benji would be put in jail for life.
Right. Well, they were saying we spent 4 hours here, we waited for this moment, and you ruined it. Meanwhile, you weren't the one who yelled out the pervert comment. Someone else did. Howard clarified that today.
Which I hate that, because I wasn't like, I don't.
But I knew right away that wasn't you. You could tell it was a different tone of voice. But I just love that the press is angry at Benji that he fucked up an already circus-like atmosphere.
Well, that's the thing. You look at the reason why you're all there in the first place. Granted, you have an official resigning, but when you get into the story, it's ridiculous to begin with.
You know what I realized it was like? Because there's a scene like in Animal House, like the parade scene,
right?
Where they take over the parade, and that's to me like one of the most hilarious scenes I've ever seen. Where they're like they lead the band the wrong way. They're throwing marbles. They break up the float. That in my head was what was going on. But in reality, it's wrong, like, to destroy someone's parade.
What was your intent going down there? To ask questions?
Oh yeah. And I even said God, I don't even know if we're gonna get in. No, it was to do those questions. But then when we got there, we were like, they were circulating around. He will not take any questions. He will not take any questions.
It's funny too. Like Howard always says, when Richard and Sal make phony phone calls, and then they say we're going to call the police. Howard's like, you can't have a show where you tell people to call in and then say you're going to arrest people because you don't like the calls. If you're saying people can call in, so if you hold a press conference, unless did they check your credentials at the door?
No.
So if they're going to let anyone into a press conference, there's always the expectation that not everyone's going to behave, the way the redcoats did.
Of course, but that doesn't mean it's right if someone does it. And I don't think it's,
Listen, I would be very pissed off if we were out doing a live remote. I would be very pissed off if somebody busted up our remote and started screaming and yelling. We'd handle it a different way. We've had that before. We have handled it.
We have people killed.
No, but we've handled it a different way. Listen, we were in London and we were doing, somebody was singing a song parody, and this girl who was drunk climbed over like this wall where we were she was so furious. So I started to go after her to push her back, and Howard waved me off, and he's giving me the signal, give me a microphone. He tells the guy to stop singing, and he goes over, what's the matter with you? She's like, you go back to America, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Howard wasn't upset by it. He's like, here's content. So everyone handles it a different way. The way we are on the show, if that happened while we were doing our show, Howard would say, hey, what's going on? Why are you doing this? Try to talk to somebody.
During the break, Benji, we were talking about how you seem to be very apologetic and regretful for what you did, yet you also want to enjoy the glory and attention that came from it.
Well, yeah, I do. I can't deny that I enjoy the positive people saying, oh my God, that was so funny. So I do enjoy people saying that, but I regret that I did it in the manner I did it. I think looking back, if I could erase it and none of this would have happened, because I would erase it.
See, I don't think you have anything to apologize for, in the sense that you weren't the first one to heckle, and you weren't the only one to heckle. You were just the loudest and most recognizable person who heckled.
I don't think in the scheme of things I did that big of a violation, but it was wrong. And I'm so anti-heckling. I mean, maybe if it was like a Hitler or something like that, and that's the only way you can fight back.
Mm-hmm.
But in a situation like this, where it came across that I'm being a bully to Wiener, that's not what I intended. It was supposed to be. We were all supposed to have fun and laugh, and I thought he was going to laugh too. So.
Why did you think he was going to laugh?
I don't know. I'm teasing about that.
Lisa, is there an unwritten rule amongst the press about what Benji did, or what? And anybody comes, like, are you supposed to follow certain protocol?
Yeah, I definitely felt like it was old school media against new school media.
How do you mean?
Because the people who were there with the iPhones and the laptops, they weren't complaining. They were jumping right in on the action. They just turned everything around. You have these old-time news people with their big cameras on, locked into these stilts, these sticks.
Tripods.
Yeah, so they can't move, and they're all locked into this one soundboard. So everything they need from that news conference, they felt Benji got in the way of. And I was laughing the whole time, from the cab to the Senior Citizen Center where the press conference was held. While we were in the cab, this is what you didn't hear, Benji was getting a little motion sickness, so I had to write down the questions for him. We were coming up with questions like, are you 7 inches erect, and things like that for the whole cab ride. And then we're on Ocean Parkway, and we don't know where we are. So Benji sticks his head out of the window to a young couple in a car and says, "Excuse me, which section of Brooklyn are we in?" And the couple yells out, "You're in Jewland." I mean, it was bizarre from the time we got in the cab all the way to the news conference.
But the great Lisa is I said this to her before, anything you say, she's very sweet, and she just cracks up at anything.
You were funny.
I was like, this cab is so yellow, and she just cracks up.
No, you were funny because we were writing the questions.
You're saying Lisa's a good audience?
She's great. She's very sweet, and it was very nice to have her there. And also, he's a new camera guy. He's not allowed to talk, but Rob Martin, I think is his name. Rob.
Why is he not allowed to talk?
I don't know. He's not allowed to talk when he's on camera, when he films you.
Oh, right.
He's like sort of the fly on the wall kind of thing. But he's our new. He was great. He
then
came too.
you noticed that Benji was getting nervous. And then I got nervous because I was right behind him, because if they were tackling him and he was going down, I was going down with him because I was this close to him. But thankfully, the security guards, the cops, were really nice.
See, I feel bad for Wiener, even though he brought this all on himself. And if I would have lived in his district, I would have voted for him. And I sort of, like I said, I know him a little bit, which is weird because, when I was at Jimmy Fallon, he was walking by and he saw me and he stopped in the dressing room and said hello. I have a feeling he won't be saying hello to me anytime soon, which is, I'm sort of collateral damage.
Just 2 weeks ago, or?
No, when I did Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, okay.
Back in December. But I played hockey with him a couple times, and he's even emailed me a couple times. I'm pretty sure I'm on the shit list as collateral damage from you, but that's the part, that's what happens when you work on the show.
You have his email?
I do. But he's never texted me. I was going to send him a note several times during this just to say, hey, I'm sorry for what you're going through. And I just thought that, like, I don't know, it's sort of like about me, not about him. It's sort of ego. And I was like, he doesn't need to hear from, like, if Bill Clinton sends him a note, that's one thing. But, like, you know, like he sent me a really nice note when my dad passed away. Sent me, like, a really nice guy.
Well, also, him being, he's a fan of the show. This probably comes as even though it's happening to him, he has to expect it.
But, again, when you're a fan of the show, it's almost like you want to go, I'm a fan of the show. Don't fuck with me.
The thing is, I hope a part of him, if he has a sense of humor, realizes I don't think him tweeting. That's his business.
Well, Benji, you saw the statement that Benji released. Benji's done way worse.
Yeah, I don't think he's thinking about that though, Benji. No offense to you. I think he's thinking
got
about
a great build. Why not show it if you look?
Yeah, I think it's hard to go home to your wife and go, honey, I was just texting.
Steve Langford, I see you lingering over there. What's on your mind?
John, I just don't understand how any reporter could complain about what Benji did at that news conference.
Why is that?
Because it was great material.
Okay, so Steve, you used to work at what's the most, I don't want to use the word legitimate, but the most conservative news organization you ever worked for?
I was a hostage at MSNBC for 2 years.
So you're at MSNBC, and MSNBC sent you out to cover the story.
Right.
So if you're there to get tape of wiener, does it bother you when this goes down,
or
do you think this is as good of a story?
This is gold. This is.
But why?
Because it's wild stuff. I mean, look. I mean, even the New York Times on Friday basically had Benji in the lead headline. I mean. The New York Times realized in chaotic scene, Weiner quits seat in scandal's wake, vulgar shouts during announcement in Brooklyn. They got it.
But as a quote-unquote straight newsman, aren't you there to get Weiner's resignation and his reaction?
You're there to record and report on what happened. And what Benji did was news, and it was very exciting.
I think my struggle with it is I violated Weiner's rights. I don't think what happened. I don't think I violated the reporter so much. I violated his right to give a speech in a forum that without being interrupted.
But Howard made a great point. You did, but Weiner could also have gone on television on a one-on-one type of thing. He didn't have to have a press conference.
Yes, he
chose to have the press conference.
But that's like saying a woman doesn't have to walk. I'm giving you an exaggerated situation. She doesn't have to walk out 3 a.m. in a short dress.
Well, no, there's a difference because one is a rape and a crime, and one isn't.
Mine wasn't that big of a thing, but morally, it was wrong.
Did you see the New York Times blog? It said, every media circus needs a clown. And I think, Benji, for the reporters who were there who got it, they were enjoying it. There were very few. Maybe, the woman from the New York Times, Ashley Parker, she got it. I don't know if you read her blog. And everyone else, they're, we're news snobs. Like, they didn't get it. You're disrupting us. So, I think Benji held his own.
Have you guys heard? Lawrence O'Donnell seems to love it whenever it happens. Like
MSNBC on Thursday night. Lawrence O'Donnell, 8 p.m. on that cable news network, practically featured Weiner and Bronk for the first 15 minutes.
If you were so concerned about being wrong and doing the wrong thing, why do it?
Well, it sort of seems like a joke, but I was serious. Like, I tweeted out. Like, I realized I was sort of doing the same thing that Weiner does. Like I was, even if I feel it's wrong, I was like, I got to do this. I got to do this because I'll get love, I'll get laughs, and it'll be so great. But as it was happening, at the press conference before he's giving his speech, I waited till about 2 or 3 minutes in to do it. Like, I keep turning to Lisa G. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be a dick about this. I don't want to be a dick, but I don't want to lose my opportunity to do this.
So Lisa pushed you into doing it?
No, not at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. She was not one bit.
Hey, it's Sal Governale, everybody. And on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we discussed me talking about my future. Am I coming out with a CD after the show was over? And am I writing the premises now? Of course not. I was drinking, and I misquoted myself. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to properly explain it to you in a proper manner on the wrap-up show, which you're about to see right now.
What I want to start off with, and the guys I know right now, they're in the middle of a prank call, but they are going to come down, is Sal and Richard. What happened was Sal and Richard were doing a meet and greet out in California. Now, I don't think they did any comedy. I don't think they did any performing. It was just literally spend some time with Richard and Sal, and believe me, that's well worth the money. Plenty of entertainment there. And when those guys are up in front of a crowd, Sal more so than Richard, I'd say, they'll always answer a question. They will never say, I don't know. They will never be at a loss for words. And Sal commented how and I want to make sure I get this right, they're personally working on premises for original prank calls after the Howard Stern show ends, which is basically saying we're taking all our good ideas and we're saving them so when Howard hangs it up, we could put out a CD and do really well. And I don't think Sal, shockingly, realized what he was saying as he was saying it. And Howard pointed it out, and Sal said that he misquoted himself, which is a very difficult thing to do, and then explained how the present premises are for now, but the premises after Howard retires are for later. You know what, Ted? I think I pulled that. Would you hit clip number 1?
It's news to me that all these premises are for after you retire because we're using them now.
Right.
Well, that was the point I was trying to make.
That was the point you were trying to make.
Well, the present premises are for now, but the premises after you retire are for later.
What?
So there are premises.
Premises will be written after you retire. That's what I would try to say, that once you retire, we're going to compile a list of premises and put together possibly.
That's not what you said.
I know. Well, that's where I fucked up.
You really did, man. I mean, what happened to you in there?
Story of my life.
Well, did you hear the clip played back, with the clip that Howard played about what you said at the meet and greet?
I put my fingers in my ears. I refused to listen. I just went, boo.
But how did you find out about what you had said? And did you realize what was going to happen once Howard heard that clip?
No, I had no idea.
Because you're going to blame the alcohol?
No, I mean, I was drunk, but I didn't put it together properly. That was the problem right there. I totally screwed up on how without sounding like my apology, how I presented what I wanted to say. And it was just messed up.
What were you trying to say?
The same thing I told Howard. What I was trying to say is that a lot of people asking me, what are you going to do once the show is over? What are you guys going to do? We really don't know. But a thought was that we could come out eventually with a prank call CD where we would put together a whole bunch of premises and whatnot and ideas, and we'd put them into gear, and then we'd make this CD.
But you said you were working on, you said you had premises already.
Right, and that's where
Which I thought sounded very shady.
I agree.
No, I'm being serious.
I agree with you 100%. I don't know if you're using shady based on last week, what Howard said.
No, it's just shady, based on shady. What?
I had a cough. So anyway.
It did come across as shady, Sal.
I agree 100%, but it's quite obvious and quite apparent that everything that I do, as we all know, as I work here, we're constantly thinking, we constantly have a think tank going. As a matter of fact, I was just applying a premise today with Richard Christie. We just did another Tradio prank call that we were in the process of doing. That's why I was a little late here. So yes, after the show's over, we have to come up with premises and then come up with a prank call. I should have said it that way, but I made it seem like I'm doing it at the moment, which makes no mistake, makes no sense because I'm here for another 4.5 years.
But what did you mean when you said I'm saving some premises for when Howard retires?
What he said was he's personally working on premises.
Personally working on premises. Right.
Thank you. For original prank calls after the Howard Stern show.
So how would you interpret that?
Exactly how I said it.
No, how would you interpret it if you heard it?
I would interpret it the same way you did.
Right.
Like it sounds like it's present day.
It didn't. You basically said, I've got stuff. That's what it sounded like. That's why Howard got upset.
And I don't blame him. And I would be upset too.
John, do you have the other line?
Sorry. But the thing is.
What was the other line that he had?
You need some water? Are you all right? Here.
No, I'm okay. Yeah, I do need some water.
That's one of his premises, a cough prank call.
Well, I like it when they were called ideas or notions.
Well, Sal did say he misquoted himself. And then later.
This is the one I want to hear.
He said, the present premises are for now, but the premises after Howard retires are for later.
That's exactly it. What's there not to understand?
Everything. Explain that sentence.
The first problem is you're asking me to explain stuff that I said. Half of the time I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That's the mistake right there.
You were in deep backpedaling stockbroker mode when Howard got you on the ropes.
I really wasn't because I knew it was being taped. I knew it was an open forum. I have nothing to hide. I just didn't present it properly. I could possibly not be doing something where I'm saving great ideas. Every idea I have, I present to the show. But we did have the discussion, Richard and I, that after the show's over, we will be writing and putting together, hopefully, a prank call CD.
When you said it that night, did it even click in your head? Or,
Not one bit.
So when you heard it this morning, you were like, "Holy shit!" When Howard said Sal did this, did you say to yourself, "I wonder what it was I said"?
Absolutely. And I'm still thinking. I'm like, I have no idea what I said.
And your buddy over there said it was news to him that you're holding on to these premises because
Right.
you're using them every day.
Right.
Were you trying to defend your pal there? Did you realize like how deep the pool he was in and how he was kind of trying to tread water and get out of it? Or did you realize what he had said, or were you all messed up too at this
I
thing?
did, and I just let him say it. I don't want to be like a parent and say, Sal, you're not saying the right things. You're all messed up. I just let him say what he says, and then we explain it later. But we work on premises, and the next day we do the calls. We had a premise yesterday for a call, and we were just working on it now.
Hey,
so.
Gary, how did this end up as part of the show? Like
Someone sent it to us.
So did they notice that? Like,
No,
hey,
they totally noticed it. Somebody said, somebody sent it and said, go to 318, and you'll hear Sal say he's saving ideas for after
Did
Howard
you
retires.
realize at all before this came up that you had misquoted yourself?
Not
and
one
this might
bit.
be
Not one bit. Because there was no reason for me to be upset. I had no problem. I came to work with a clear conscience.
So this
Why?
was a total surprise.
Ignorance is bliss. In
No,
this case.
ignorance is not bliss. I wasn't being ignorant. I befuddled my words, so to speak. And that's all I can say. And if you want to believe me, fine. And if you don't, it doesn't matter as well, because I do apply my present day premises and work with Richard Christie here all the time. That's all I think about. My head constantly spins on present day material.
Sal, I don't think anybody was questioning you applying your current premises to your current job.
Right.
The question was, it made it sound like you're setting aside some, or there are others that you're kind of banking for when the show ends, and that's where the problem lies.
I can certainly see that, but I don't know what there could be to possibly
But
bank.
see, I thought that's what
I got some pretty good ideas. I think they all start with the N word.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were going to say, Sal. I thought you were going to say, look, there are ideas I have, or even ideas I presented that like you don't like, but I think are funny that I would like to do in the future when I'm representing myself.
That would be a great answer, but unfortunately I'm not smart enough to think that far out and be that specific with things.
I got to tell you the love between Richard and Sal. Richard walks into my office and he goes, "This is all news to me." And I said, "You got to go in." And he goes, "I don't want to throw Sal under the bus." I go, "He's running over you with the fucking bus right now. You got to get in there." Like he was throwing you under the bus.
I wasn't throwing him under the bus.
You were taking him down. It made it sound like both of you were saving these premises.
Well, we are a team. Anything we do together.
So if he said that and Howard took it and get yelled at and you walked in and you got yelled at, would you just take it because you're a team?
Well, yeah. I mean, he misspoke. Sal does that pretty often, and I'll take anything for Sal.
Robert in Texas, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, I just want to point out, Sal knows exactly what he's doing. It's like every time he gets busted now, he plays a stupid card, and it's getting really old. He knows exactly what he's saying. Nobody could be that dumb.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Isn't that the part where you go, "I could be that dumb"?
No, that's a compliment. I'm not that dumb. Usually, you're a dummy. This guy's saying I'm not that dumb. So I'll take that.
He's saying that you're evil and shady.
Whatever. Anybody can make their own conclusion. That's fine by me. I could care less.
Joe in Carolina, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, I got two questions. First one is, do you guys think that Sal is truly shady or just stupid or maybe a combination of the two? And the second question was, when do you guys, Sal and Richard, do you guys get together on the weekend to plan these comedy shows or this plan of action, or do you do this during showtime?
Plan what? Like the appearances? No, people.
Yeah,
No, people usually email us, and yeah, we set it up on the weekends. And
did you use congressional?
But do you think that? I think the question he put out there is Sal shady or stupid?
Yeah, well, Sal, how would you define?
That's insulting on both ends. This guy could go fuck himself. I'm not neither shady nor stupid.
You're stupid.
I'm smart enough to get on this show. I'm smart enough to take care of my family. I think I'm very successful at what I do. Everything I've put my mind to, I have succeeded at in every single capacity. So there's the answer for as far as your stupid question is concerned. Because I didn't know that California at one point was a specific spot on the map. You know what? Take that map, shove it up your ass, and shit it through your fucking throat. I could care less. So there goes your stupidity answer.
Answer the shady one.
Shady? Take it any way you want. Am I shady? I don't think so. I've never done anything wrong. I went on this show. I said what I said. I told you what the answer was. I have a clear conscience because I did nothing wrong. I'm obviously here for 4.5 years, and everything I do, I apply to the show. And Gary, I would hope Gary, out of all people, knows that. He knows how determined I am to do the best that I can for the show. And that's my answer. And that's that.
You've never done anything wrong?
Who hasn't?
You just said you've never done anything wrong.
As far as that show was related and what I said in a context to putting premises together today for 4.5 years, no, nothing.
I love, because Sal's gone down this road a million times before. I love when anybody calls him stupid about, book smart stupid. He points out that he was smart enough to get on the show, as if he had to take a test.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, I asked Scott DePace to come down to talk about evolution and how he feels God is involved. Well, Scott came down, and sure enough, Jason came down. And with Gary here, Will here, Benji here, myself, it got kind of ugly.
Of course, I can't forget Scott DePace saying he believes in evolution as long as God is involved somehow.
But that's not possible, right? You're either a creationist or you believe in evolution. Is there a middle ground?
Yeah, for sure.
What is it?
I mean, there's a million middle grounds. You could say.
No, in other words, if you say either you believe God created the universe or you believe it was scientifically created.
Well, what's scientifically created mean? There's no scientist that will say what the creation is. They'll say from Big Bang onward.
Right.
But what started everything? No one, there's not. I don't think there's any working theories about.
So, do you think that that man was created by God, or that man evolved?
I think I could understand someone believing both. I don't have any.
I didn't ask.
Belief.
I asked what you thought.
I don't have a definite belief. I'm really into the Sumerian belief that aliens came down and genetically changed apes.
All right, Scott. Big vortex.
Scott.
Yes.
Okay, so you believe
Sumerian?
You believe in evolution, but you also believe that God had something. I was confused by your explanation.
I just believe that. First, I don't know. None of us do, but I'm not willing to say that. If I believe in God, there's no way God would have something to do with evolution. To me, they seem very obvious that if I believe in God and if it looks like there's evolution, well, maybe God had something to do with it. Right?
That's confusing. Because I think they're separate.
Do you believe in God?
No.
Okay, well, that's fine. Do you believe in God?
I believe there's something out there, but I don't know if I would call it God.
Yeah, I'm probably more with John. A higher being of some sort.
Fine. If you don't, all I'm saying is I do believe in God. And I'm not here to defend my religion. I'm not going to say. But if I believe in God, then therefore to me, he could be in charge of anything that happens. He might not. He might. I don't know.
So did God create evolution? Is that what you mean?
Yes, that quite possibly could be what's going on. I don't know.
But you said that you didn't believe that
we... Oh, God, here he goes. Here he goes. The fat piece of shit. Go ahead.
Wow, let him give him an
I told John specifically I was not interested in coming down.
I didn't know this.
If Jason and John, he said yes, but apparently
God created
he breaks
fat
his word.
people too,
and bald
apparently
people.
John breaks his word.
And certainly dumb people.
Well,
you
good,
said
now
you didn't want Jason down.
John breaks his word.
Stand next to me?
Good. Now we're all even.
Jason, did I invite you down here?
No, Will did.
Yeah, and
Scott,
I believe you
your
did
word.
because already Teddy. He went down and looked for me, and then he, in the same sentence, looked for Jason.
That's not true.
So he gets his marching orders from you.
That's Teddy didn't. Oh, whatever. You believe whatever you want. But that's what
I
you
saw
do.
right in front of my eyes. Jerk off.
You can't handle standing next to me. What is wrong
you're
with
just
you?
a piece of shit. I don't want to have a conversation with you.
Well, why don't we see what he has to say?
Go ahead, say it.
Don't be like Ebert. Let the autopsy come out.
Go ahead, asshole.
You're so funny.
See, I don't need this.
You.
I have shit I could be doing right now.
What, golfing?
No, I'm working on a graphic, dipshit.
You want to do more drugs at work than
All right,
leave?
hold on. Let's
stay on point.
Jason,
do more drugs at work and
Jason,
leave
make your
early?
point.
What?
Scott said
say it
during
again,
the conversation.
Jason. What did you just say?
During the conversation, that you don't believe that we evolved from single cell organisms. That's all I wanted to say. That you said that this morning. So I don't. So it sounds to me like you don't believe in evolution.
What I believe that I said was that I don't believe that we evolved from single cells without God or something else making it happen. I don't believe. Obviously, what the rest of you believe is that there was a big bang, and then there happened to be this little one amoeba, and somehow out of that, all of us were created. I just don't believe that, unless something like that happened by way of God.
So the actual theory of evolution you believe in, just that you think God might be behind it. I don't think that's a weird thought, but that's not what
Thank
you
you.
said on the air
that's
today.
what I tried to say.
Well, you didn't try hard enough.
When you try to explain your theory on evolution, you and Howard kind of got into it, which quickly evolved into you not believing that Bush lied, and it turned into
That's it's an illogical thought to think that he did. There's not 1 ounce of evidence that says that he did. There's plenty that says maybe he was wrong, but all of the evidence suggested that there were weapons of mass destruction.
Well, there's a differing opinion for sure. That Howard's not the only person that holds an opinion.
They're all illogical.
But that's you talking. That doesn't make you saying they're illogical doesn't make it a fact. It means you
It's
disagree
illogical
with it.
through a political bias is what it is. You guys want to believe that he's some monster, that he went there just so we can die, have our soldiers killed, and steal
Well, you
oil.
shouldn't
It's
say
just
illogical. You
crazy.
should say I don't believe
No,
it.
it's illogical.
And you don't see it through a political prism?
It's illogical. It is.
But God
There's
is logical.
not 1 ounce of evidence that someone could point to that he has profited from this. That it's just crazy.
But there's tons of evidence for
crazy
God. Tons.
It's called
overwhelming
faith, jerk off.
Will in Rochester, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, Scott. I'm right on with you on some things, but when you defend George Bush, you sound like such a dummy.
Oh, and you sound so intelligent.
I'm not. I'm
Good.
really not.
Then
but,
shut up.
But
so witty.
One of the things that Howard needs to get in line with is I'm in the education field, and the reason a lot of younger people, like the girls, the ages of these girls in the
Miss USA?
is the scientific community is moving away from traditional Darwinism and evolution as we would have known it when we were younger. So even a lot of atheists like Christopher Hitchens have come out and admitted that it looks like there might be some form of intelligent design. Not necessarily God, but there's something there. So a lot of younger people are being taught alternatives to evolution, and I think maybe that's where the confusion lies.
I think a lot of younger people are being taught alternatives because I think that the religious right has a stronghold and is insistent that both sides be taught.
But according to Scott's opinion, he's not offering an alternative to evolution. He's saying that evolution is what it is, but it might have been started by God. So that's two different things.
Of course there's evolution. Look at Gary.
Wow. Well, clearly you're not the funny one.
Listen,
bald, dumb, and unfunny is no way to go through life.
Ow! Oh, I'm trying to put my pants on.
I got to laugh at Will. It was fucking dead silence in the room.
Will seems like he wants to be on the side here, but listen, there's plenty of evidence that says
that's illogical. What you just said.
Totally.
There's no evidence that Will wants to be on anybody's side. It's illogical.
I've seen his face.
If anything, he should want to be on your side. You drive him to golf.
I drive him to golf.
Yeah, you guys go. You're his golf buddy. He and I don't hang out.
We're neighbors.
He gives you video caddy plugs on the wrap.
Hey Scott, do you believe in
Why am I here,
Scott? I'm not like.
You mean on Earth?
God. Do you believe in a heaven and a hell? Do you have a belief in that?
You mean on Earth?
See, here's the funny thing. I didn't pick a fight with you. You're fighting with him, and then all of a sudden you just wheeled around and lashed out at me. I was discussing with you. I was not arguing with you. You just fucking hit me in the head for no good reason.
Wow,
So of course I'm going to come
sounds
back.
like someone sensitive. God, I've been taking shots from all you guys. I say one little thing, and suddenly now you're.
I had a discussion with you. I go, how do you feel about that? Why do you feel that way? Wasn't hitting you.
Hold on, I want to cut to the root of a bigger problem here. First Gary, and then to Scott, then to
the
I'm
biggest
sorry. First
problem
Scott.
is
Hold on.
Why I come on this show?
Why does Jason get under your skin so much? Because
I don't like him. There's nothing about him.
There are a lot of people that you don't like. I'm not you that you just don't like, but we coexist. We get along. We work together.
There is not one part of him that I find appealing that I could.
That's not true. I have a list of 3 things
that I could be. Well, yeah, I made those up for the air. That I could be friends with him about. I hate from his laugh to his self to his just everything about him is revolting.
Did I miss something? Because weren't you guys friends there for a little bit?
No, that was me trying to put
right. And then what happened after that?
And then he is continually an asshole. So I just, that's it.
It's so funny. I really hardly ever think of Scott. You are so consumed with me.
I'm not.
Dude, you don't hate
the only time I think of you is here.
I don't have these kind of feelings towards you. These intense feelings of hatred. Why are you so passionate about me?
Because obviously I'm a lot more likable than you are.
Scott, I'm not joking around. I'm being serious. As someone that believes in God, like, do you at all look at Jason and say, "Wow, I have some love for him. There's like God created him.
We're all made in God's image, including me.
Did God create Jason?
I don't think so.
God created me.
That's evolution.
To put me on Earth
wrong.
to fuck with you.
And that's what I don't get,
Yes,
Scott,
you're very
because
funny.
you're a reasonably intelligent guy, okay?
I'm very intelligent, John.
You're a reasonably intelligent
Very
guy.
intelligent.
Okay?
Very.
You know
Better than you.
You know Jason.
My IQ was higher than yours.
Yeah, you've proven yourself over the time. But anyway, you know Jason's sole purpose is to tweak you and get under your skin and piss you off and interrupt and all the stuff that he's doing. And yet, you're not evolved enough, if that's the right word, to block him out and move on.
It's like walking into like a burning house. Like, you don't like doing it, so why do it? Why am I coming in here for no fucking reason?
You've been saying it for the last 20 minutes.
I wanted you in here because I wanted you to clarify what you said about evolution today and the argument you had okay. Plain and simple.
And I told you I was willing to do that, but I don't want fat fuck here.
I'm not going to.
You said okay.
No, I'm not going to.
You said okay.
No, I said I'm not.
You said okay.
I'm not a.
You've broken your word.
No. He said. You said.
Will was in the room.
You said if Jason comes in, I'm just going to scream into his mic the whole time.
No,
which would have been hilarious to see. That's why we wanted him in here.
Is that why you said come down here?
Yeah, of course.
So you owe me an apology.
No, that's not true.
Will was there. He was in the room.
I said I do not want him in there, and then I said, realizing you would go back on your word, I said, and if he does,
but I didn't.
You did.
No, Will.
I don't think
you did.
I don't think it was like it was posed that way. It wasn't.
Well, you know what? You're not me. You don't know. I did ask a straight question, and you said okay, and I said, and if he does come down, I'm going to make sure he can't be heard.
You know what's awesome? The back of your head gets as red as the front of your head when you get mad.
This guy's going to put you
I thought that maybe there'd be a difference between the back bald and the front bald, but it's all the same bald. Go ahead, gear up to call me fat again.
With someone
What's the real problem? That you can't do what you really want to do?
Yeah, sometimes I wish I was like 8 and I could just fucking.
Well, you act like it. You want to whine and cry again some more on the air? Come on, Gary, stop being so mean to me. I like that I'm on your rider, by the way. Oh, I don't do radio shows where Jason shows up. I mean, look how obsessed with me you are. I don't care if you're down
I'll
here.
invite Jason to my house one time, and I'll give you the heads up.
I'm ignoring him right now, and it's good. I don't even understand. I don't even hear what he's saying, really. I just hear the big fat mouth going, blah, 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 and nothing's really. It's perfect. Keep going.
I want to ask you one last question. I'm not being inflammatory. I swear to God.
Gary, don't talk to me.
I'm not being. When you leave here, when you get in your car, do you find this upsetting, or are you able to just sort of put it behind you?
Yeah, no, this sort of does set me back for like a half hour until I get, back into Jersey, and then I make my way onto the golf course, and then I go.
He's called me screaming from the car before, like continuing conversation.
Oh, God,
you have
that's 12 years ago.
You've done
a political argument, jerk off.
So another thing.
I thought you were man enough to have a discussion.
I didn't hang up on you. I had the discussion.
No, you cried to Howard the next day.
No, I told him that I'm funny.
That I'm bothering you and you can't get work done.
Oh, Howard, Jason wrote something mean about me on the PDT.
Dude, go on some more.
My son
How many
sees it.
pills you? Man, you must be on a double dose of pills today, aren't you? You're really.
I get my pills from the same guy you do.
Yeah. What do you?
You're just fueling his fire. Don't you know that?
Exactly. What are you on? Lexapro?
You're playing.
Jason wrote something mean on the
you're
PDT
playing
today.
right into Jason's game. Like,
dude, I'm not playing the same game. I could care less what he does.
Oh, I think I think you care a lot what he does.
Well, I do care, but I mean, I'm not going to change what I do because of him.
You don't cry. Didn't you once go to Doug Goodstein and trying to get me and Will stop being paid from Howard TV? Because you were upset about the way we treated you one day?
No, never.
Yes, you did. You told me, I went right to Doug, and I told him, why are we paying these guys?
Refresh my memory. Yeah. Wait, what was that over, though? That was over something.
That was over you screaming at Will over the intercom.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it was over you guys weren't doing something you were supposed to do.
Right.
That's what it
really,
that's what it's about.
Did not change anything. But I'm just saying is, if you're going to accuse me of whining and crying, you're the biggest
you
whiner
guys
and
both
crier in the whole
did
fucking
change
world.
because you came back going, I'm sorry, we'll start doing what we're
they
supposed
wanted
to
to
do.
get paid.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Doug came to me, he's like, look, I don't know what Scott's complaining about. He came to me and said he doesn't want you guys to be paid anymore.
I was right in front of you, jerk
No, you weren't.
off.
We talked in the green room. No, you weren't. Now you're just making shit up.
I wish I remember what the fuck we're talking about.
You're not that smart.
We'll give you a moment to remember. Steve, let's take a break. When we come
I'm
back,
out of here.
Nah.
No, come on.
Oh, no, please, stay.
Scott,
Please.
I want to get your take on.
I'm out of here.
No, I want to get your take on Richard's wedding. If Howard should
Not
go.
if he stays.
And I also want to get your take on what Howard learned about his parents today and how anyone feels about
if you
getting that
leave,
information.
Jason wins.
That's right.
Is that how you want it to end?
And the terrorists.
Jason wins.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about Robin Quivers has a bit of a medical condition. We're not sure what it is. And we had a discussion about what it would be like if Robin weren't part of the show anymore. Also, we talked about Jimmy Kimmel sitting in for the first 2 hours of the show. All that and more on the wrap-up show.
Jason in Ohio, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello?
Hey, Jason.
If Robin does happen to have something wrong with her, hopefully she doesn't. But if say they do have to go in and remove something, do you think she would do it? Would she do it during the vacation to do that, or do you think she'd do it? If she has to when the show's going on, or
I think
because I've never ever heard the show without Robin being there.
I think if it's life-threatening, she would go under the knife tomorrow, and Howard would make do. If she can schedule it for a vacation, I'm sure she will. But Howard did say, and he wasn't kidding, he does not want to do the show without Robin. He needs and wants Robin there. I mean, he could do the show without everyone if he really wanted to, but ultimately he wants Robin there. He needs Robin there. And it's funny because if you had heard Howard say, oh, you think it's cancer? I'll give you odds. You'd think he just doesn't care. And it's a really cold, unfeeling thing. But that's just the way the show works. And they did speak about it over the phone over the weekend. And hopefully it ends up being something minor and it'll just be a funny story for Robin to tell. Laura in Palm Beach, you're on the wrap-up show.
Oh, John?
Hi, Laura.
Hey, how are you? I just wanted to talk about Robin and how it is unbelievable that she showed up for work today.
Well, she went to a wedding. Was it in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
With the catheter and the bag. But yeah, she doesn't miss work for practically anything.
There's so many. I won't say like of you, but people at the show that have called in and said, oh. I don't feel good.
Who are you referring to?
Well, I guess Artie.
Well, but that was a...
Yeah, Artie had other issues going on.
We realized that Artie wasn't actually, didn't have a cold.
Yeah. So I know what you're saying, but I do think it's really amazing. I just wanted to tell you that.
It is cool. I think a lot of us fall into that Robin's sort of way more than not,
Really?
Yeah, like somebody said, well, Gary, if you had a colostomy bag, would you come to work? I'm like... Well, yeah, because I'm going to have it now, and I'm going to have it in a year. I can't not work, so you might as well just come and start.
I'm not so physically amazed by it. I mean, it's impressive, but it's like psychologically got to be tough that she doesn't know what's going on right now, and it could be something really scary.
But I think for all of it, listen, I can't speak for her, but I can speak for me. Being at the show is one of the things that takes your mind off of that other stuff. I would if she were sitting around wondering, oh, I wonder what's going on. The worst thing would be to not be here sitting in bed wondering what's going on. That's the worst thing you could do.
You sounded a little out of it, Gary, with that interview that Lieberman did.
Hey, I got to point something out, by the way, because I saw a lot of people on Twitter commented about this, and Jason, when I got back to the office, was really mad. I said it was okay for Lieberman to come, and I said it was okay for him to interview me. People think like he snuck in.
You thought Lieberman ambushed you?
Exactly. No, it was all cool. I mean, I said, yeah, come and get me. But, I was totally high.
How scary was it that you didn't remember having that conversation?
It was very scary because I've never been one of those people who gets so drunk and goes, oh, I blacked out, man. I remember everything, and I really did not know. I woke up, and the first thing I saw was the nurse, and I said, what time is it? She said, that's the fourth time you've asked me that question. And I said, sorry. And then Mary said, what about the thing you just did with John Lieberman? I said, what are you talking about? She said, he just interviewed you. And I'm like, no, he didn't. And even when we got home, like the whole day went through and the whole weekend, and I just didn't remember it. Till, he sent it to me and I heard it. You should have heard it at the end. They're like, who's this? And they point to me. I'm like, that's the gardener.
Now, you don't remember that at all?
No.
Do you have any idea why you refer to her as a gardener?
Yeah, I listened to it again. It was probably me cracking a joke. Before we left that morning, Mary was working on it. We built a garden.
Oh, okay.
And we had it built, and we had a fence put around it. And so she said, I'm going to plant today. Is it too early? I mean, for me to think Mary was my gardener would mean I'd have to have a gardener, and I don't.
JD, I was commenting earlier on your laughter when those clips of Gary were played after his colonoscopy. I don't think I've ever heard you laugh that hard.
Oh, I mean, I've laughed hard before, but yeah, it's just someone sounding out of it, and it was funny. Well, yeah, I laughed.
Just struck your funny bone?
Is that what you brought me down here for? Because I laughed at Gary?
That was one thing.
Sounding groggy?
No, that was one thing I brought you down for.
Oh, okay. What are the others?
Well, you're probably the biggest Kimmel fan here, and that's why I wanted you down here.
All right. He's a funny guy.
I don't know if that's true.
I think he is.
I think so?
Yeah, I do. I was going to ask you, though, about your relationship with Jimmy, because you guys, I mean, I know you're a huge fan of his, but you sort of had a little bit of a rocky road.
Yeah, we got over that. We hung at Howard's house last summer. I think Jimmy's really funny. I get jealous sometimes when I see the bits he's able to pull off as far as the talent that he gets. It bums me out because I wish we were in L.A. because I love what he's doing. I love watching that stuff. I love, I'm fucking Matt Damon, et cetera, et cetera.
I think he's the best of the late night guys. It surprised me when I started thinking about it. I think he's the best. He's the best one. And I'm talking about Letterman and Conan and all the other guys.
He's got an edge to him. Like, I love watching Letterman. I do. I'd say Letterman's like the go-to guy for me. But Jimmy's got an edge that Letterman's just gone in a different direction. You mature, you do things a different way. And I like Jimmy Show. I just don't get to see it enough.
What's great about Jimmy when he comes in is that he always comes in prepared because he's a huge fan of the show. And when Howard asked him about chumming up with Oprah, Jimmy immediately turned around and said, "So you're in a conversation with Kathy Lee," and everyone was like, "Whoa, where did that come from?" Did you know that Howard had talked to Kathy Lee?
I did. I don't know. It was a period of time in our lives, and he didn't goof on her for no good reason. He goofed on her because of the way she put herself out there. So he's matured and he's past that now. And it was just a different time and place. But I don't know. I used to enjoy what he did.
But the feud with Kathy Lee wasn't like some feuds where it was like, wasn't it all? It was all just like,
she didn't do a thing. She did not do a thing to us in any way to rankle us. It's not like, Chevy Chase went on the Larry King show and talked shit behind Howard's back. She didn't do anything except live. So I understand, like Jimmy goes, "Oh, I see. So you're willing to forgive people who haven't done anything to bother you."
And Howard said, "Yeah, it's the ones who do stuff to bother me that I'm never going to forgive, or hardly ever."
But see, again, like Howard and Robin thought that we were mean to Soupy Sales, and Howard apologized and made up with him before he passed away. But I felt, and Fred's more with me on this one, Soupy was sort of not that nice to us. It wasn't that we were picking on a guy for no reason. But Howard's like, I was out of my mind because I wanted to own everything, et cetera, et cetera. But, he could have been a little nicer too. But, hey, it's not my relationship.
What did you think about James Kimmel buying that stuff for Eric the Midget off of his wish list?
Well, I understand that Jimmy's a big fan, and I understand that he wants to help out a fan of somebody from the show. But it's, it gives Eric the idea that you just stick your hand out and shit drops in it.
Why are you shaking your head, JD?
The guy, he's helping Eric do, but it's just not. I don't like it.
Why? Like Eric would say, "I don't want to be your charity case."
Exactly.
But give me your charity.
Yeah. He doesn't want to hear from anyone else. But if Jimmy Kimmel does it, then it's okay.
Do you have a problem if a rich kid gets a car from their parents or something like that?
No, because that's between them.
Well, isn't this between them too? Isn't this a well-off guy helping someone out?
No, but the difference is Eric is using our show as the conduit to get the stuff from people. If he just called Jimmy Kimmel and he never on the show, then that's between the two of them. When he brings us into it, goes on the show and says, "I made a wish list, people. Everybody who listens to the show, give me stuff." Then you're using us.
How do you think Howard and Jimmy's relationship has changed over the years? I mean, he came in at 6, he sat right down, he blends in perfectly.
Yeah.
And I know he sort of transitioned from initially like a fan to a guest and now really to a close friend.
Well, I think that's what makes it good. He's really comfortable sitting there. I think there might have been a period of time, and I can't speak for Jimmy, where maybe he was a little nervous sitting there because he's such a big fan. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I get to do this. But they've done enough times and they've hung out enough times that it's just really comfortable for him. Howard was saying, "Oh, we had such a busy day, we didn't get to anything." And I said to him, I thought that Jimmy would just come in and you'd rap to him a little bit, and then we'd do what we do, and Jimmy would sort of do it with you. But what we ended up doing was talking to Jimmy for almost 2 hours.
Well, Jimmy, did the correspondence dinner?
Yeah, no, he had a lot to talk about. Yeah. I'm not upset about it, but we didn't get to anything because there was plenty to talk to Jimmy about. And when he left, we could have continued.
JD, are you concerned about Robin with what she revealed today?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound good. I mean, if you have to have a bag on you, a catheter for Christ's sake, I mean, Jesus.
Gary, I really respect you for going in there and asking about the Western medicine question.
I'll be very honest. DePace put that in my ear, but it was a legitimate question. Like, I don't want you going to fucking Eastern medicine. You know, I just watched Man on the Moon. You know, the
Andy Kaufman?
Yeah, and I'm watching Andy Kaufman down in like the fucking Philippines with rocks on his head when he's dying of cancer, and I'm like, don't do that. Go get real help.
Troy in Florida, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, Troy.
Robin said that she was sick today, and I just want to know what you guys thought. Do you think Howard could even have this show without Robin Quivers next to him? Do you think he could pull it off? I mean, she's been with him for 30-plus years.
I've always said that the only person that this show can't live without is Howard Stern. Having said that, I mean, in other words, if something were to happen to Robin, God forbid, the show would not cease to be. However, it would be a dramatically different show, and I don't know how we would ever recover or rebound from something like that. I don't know how. I mean, we'd figure it out, just like you know, listen, you lose the person, you know, people lose a loved one in life and they think you can't go on, and then a day goes by and another day goes by and you figure it out. But the idea of doing the show without Robin to me is unimaginable.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, I came in and we talked about why I still had a pretzel in my mouth when I went on air, and because that was a whole big thing. And then later on, Ronnie and his new boyfriend, John Lieberman, decided to fight like, a couple old women in the wrap-up show. So, here you go. Watch it.
J.D. Harmeyer stopped by. Pretzel in your mouth?
Pouch boy.
Pretzel in your mouth?
No, that's Sal.
Why didn't you just chew the pretzel and swallow it while Howard was talking when you were in
Because
there?
I didn't have a thing of water with me, and I didn't want to start choking on the air.
It's a small pretzel. You could have just...
I know, but listen, it was big enough where pretzels are very dry food, and they could cause issue in your mouth.
Why are pretzels funny?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Because you're talking about pretzels, but you're laughing.
Yeah, because I'm looking at John, and he's laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
You're
I'm trying to
laughing.
understand why you would go
okay.
in with a pretzel in your mouth.
Well, that was a split-second decision that I should have did the opposite of what I did, which I should just spit it out. But I didn't think I'd be in and out on the air. I didn't know I was going to cause a whole thing.
Based on what's happened previously, did you think Howard thought you weren't watching America's Got Talent, or only watching because you had to, versus like being supportive?
I don't know. I don't even know if he's really thought about it.
Do you feel you've been supportive enough?
I sure. I suppose. I don't know. I mean, he has a lot of support around him.
But
we're talking about you
personally.
Yeah,
do you
I know.
feel you've been like doing the right thing?
And what is doing the right thing, Benji?
Did you watch the show last night?
I did watch the show last night.
The whole thing?
Yes.
Nothing but
of
the
course.
thing?
It's part, not only am I a fan, it was my duty as a worker here. It's my job.
So you were a fan of AGT before Howard got on?
No. No, a fan of Howard's.
And how are the reviews so far?
So far, I haven't really seen anything negative, hardly at all. So they're all pretty positive. Everyone thinks liked Howard on the show.
Now, since you watched in such great detail, I'm sure you didn't miss Ronnie and Tony on the show. What were your thoughts on their appearances?
Well, I did when the elevator scene came up. You see Tony's right there. Tony is a hairdresser, Howard's hairdresser, and in some shots you see Ronnie standing around.
Yeah, how do you think Ronnie came off there? Non-verbally, of course.
How did Ronnie come off?
Yeah.
He didn't really come off as anything. He wasn't on the TV that long. So.
Ronnie, you must have got a kick out of seeing yourself. Did you know you were going to be part of the show?
Of course.
What the hell kind of microphone is this? No, I didn't know. I don't know what they cut out and what they don't cut out as far as that.
Do you make a different face when you know the camera's there?
No.
Yeah, because you know you're going to be on camera if you're standing. But you can tell when you're on camera.
Do you turn to a certain side to show your good side on camera? Or anything?
No. Oh, stop it! Come on, I'm not the TV star.
Ronnie, you seem a little subdued, and Gary made a comment early in the show that Ronald seems to have resurfaced.
That's the rumor in the office is that Ronald is hanging around. That Ronnie the limo driver is very quiet. And that Ronald seems to be
quiet. You should have been in. Where were you all morning? There was a whole bunch of shit going on.
What was going on?
Lieberman was trying to stir up some crap about the blowjob thing, and then he was trying.
What really need be started there?
And then he was trying to stir up some shit about with Scott with the block party and all that kind of stuff. But there was a lot of crap going on.
There's a lot.
Oh, by the way, Scott quit again. So
well, let's save that for tomorrow.
All right,
because it's not definite yet.
Oh, it is.
It's. I heard it's almost definite.
No, it's definite. It's definitely. They already got JD a plane ticket.
Oh, you did? Okay, then we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
This is like a sports retirement. He's out, he's in, he's out, he's in.
Well, no, it's got,
he's a Brett Favre block parties.
It's got nothing to do with me.
I was thinking more the Who's farewell tour.
I try to talk to him in private this morning. I don't want to go into it because it's Howard's thing. Let's go into it on the air tomorrow. But
I've heard some really great stuff.
Yeah, as have I, but we'll wait until tomorrow for that.
I try to talk to him.
Has there been more problems with the B12 levels? Or?
Let's get back to today. So you're saying Ronald isn't? We're getting the wrong impression here.
You don't think you've been a little subdued? I don't know, because I don't really see. When I see you, you always say hello. So I don't ever think you're quiet to me.
I'm here, man.
How was?
Lieberman was trying to start some shit also about it wasn't Lieberman, it was Shuley. I don't remember about Robin's thing. I didn't hear it when she announced what was going on with her. And I was outside bringing guests in yesterday, and then they tried to. I didn't know what the hell he was even talking about.
Can I get a clarification, by the way? Robin says she has a mass, right? Where is that?
Where is the mass?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's in the area of the vagina.
Bladder,
I'm assuming that's what's preventing
her.
her.
Is it in the ovaries, or is it in the kidney, or is it in the bladder? I could never.
Don't know, but that's what's preventing her from peeing. So it's got to be
near the uterus or in that space because they feel it could be a uterine fibroid.
Right.
So.
Sal said he thought it was in the ureter, and Sal came to me. Such a great moment. He goes, "Can I go in, Gary?" And because I want to tell it's in the ureter, the ureter. I said, "Yeah, go in." And then he just turned around and hung his head because he couldn't say the word.
Dude, here comes the news department on fire. Look at this.
Well, Sal does get very defensive about his medical expertise. I mean, you could say he's dumb about some things, but not that. Because,
why?
Well, because he went to school for some particular.
It was like X-rays or
something.
something.
Hold on. He doesn't know where California is on a map, but I'm supposed to believe he knows shit about medicine.
Gary, why would you know where California is if you're trying to study medicine?
Or who fought in the Civil War?
But Sal could defend. All right, guys, I don't want to get into the block party stuff, but John, what do you got?
Nothing.
No, Ronnie has been off last week and this week.
Ronnie's not off.
He's been off. Yeah, for the first time yesterday, you said, "I don't need to talk to you. You're just the news department."
Right.
Yeah, and you said that like three times.
Because you like to stir up shit, man.
I did walk by and I did hear this one thing because this is the dagger that you give to Lieberman. Langford was my friend. I don't know what you are.
Ooh. Yeah. He's been throwing the whole Langford thing. Langford's going to come back.
No, I didn't say Langford. When did I ever say Langford's coming back?
Langford was so much better than you.
Called me.
You
Called
have
me on
big shoes to fill.
Langford called me on Sunday to say hello.
Right.
I tell you what, Langford was no 18.
That's right.
JD, do you think there's
he didn't use M25?
Dude, hold on, guys. JD, do you think there's an actual rivalry?
M25.
Do you think there's an actual rivalry between these two, or they both just love the attention?
I think it's a little bromance going on. I think Ronnie had Scott the engineer as a sort of bro, and now that's sort of gone off to the wayside.
No, that's not going. I'm still friends with Scott,
but Scott's not as fun anymore, and John's the new
Scott's
fun.
miserable.
John's
not
new
my
fun
fault.
fun guy in town.
So John's more of the party.
No, John's no party, believe me.
Are you guys telling me I missed the Scott the Engineer fun stage?
Well, you haven't seen a picture of Ronnie and Scott in a fucking hot tub?
That was a long time ago.
Oh, man. So, John, what's the issue?
Well, everything I ask Ronnie about any day, whether it's the promise he made to Gary to get a colonoscopy, and then you backed off on it. You backed off. You said, "Well, it's the prep that's so hard." And then
I didn't say I wasn't going to do it, did I?
No, but you definitely
stupid ass.
backed
I never
off.
said I wasn't going to do it.
You promised Gary you would get a colonoscopy.
Every question you ask me.
But you had promised Gary, the executive producer of the show, that you would get a colonoscopy.
God, excuse me, God. I'm sorry.
No. And so then when I ask you, when I do a follow-up on Gary's colonoscopy, then you're all wishy-washy. Well, I don't have to tell you. I don't like the prep. Yeah. I don't want to sit on the toilet all night the night before.
Did I tell you the same thing?
Shit my brains out, so I will do it, I won't do it, and it gets annoying.
I never said I will do it, I wouldn't do it.
Hold on, John.
But it's starting to get into Benji realm where you can't get a straight answer.
Why are you bringing Benji into
hold on,
it
everybody.
now?
Ronnie, what are your concerns about a colonoscopy?
It's a pain in the ass.
Literally.
Ronnie told me.
But what? What specific? What specifically are you concerned about?
The shitting out crap the day before and all that baloney.
Ronnie never had to do
and
that.
listen to what he sounded like afterwards.
That's what I thought might have thrown you.
But John, Ronnie and I talked about this, and I said, listen, you have an opportunity where you can really save yourself, something we couldn't do 40 years ago, and Ronnie's never had one, and Ronnie said that he's made the appointment several times and canceled it.
Right.
Why?
I just told you. I speak English.
But you haven't done any other medical procedures like that? Do you avoid going to the doctor?
No, I go all the time. I go get the guy who sticks his finger up my ass, the whole deal. But I just don't like the whole idea of that whole thing with sticking shit up my ass and stuff.
You just said you don't mind the guy sticking his finger
The
up your
finger.
ass.
Now you think a camera that's...
He loves it.
You never know what they could poke. Look what they did to Wood Yee, man, that time. Holy shit.
Oh, God.
I didn't know you had such strong colonoscopy concerns.
I do. I do.
Whenever somebody doesn't want to
I'll tell them. I won't fucking tell you, M26.
Whenever somebody doesn't want to do something that they have a health issue about, they pull out some very obscure person who is like the one in a million that got fucked up.
Yeah, look what they did to that poor guy, man.
All right, there was one
walking around with his stomach hanging out on the floor.
Oh, God. Ronnie, how was Howard this morning? Was he excited about last night?
Yeah, he was.
And
so was I, because I was there for everything, and I saw, all the tapings and everything, and then to see it all put together. How they edited it all together. It was awesome.
Did it live up to your expectations?
Yeah, it really was great.
Ronnie, last night was so important to Ronnie that he taped Gossip
That's
Girl
right.
with his VCR.
That's right.
So
At
that
least
he
I
could go-
watched.
Let
Wait
me
a minute.
finish.
Let me finish.
Let
At
me
least-
finish.
This is a reporter on
Let
the
me
show,
finish.
John.
Let me finish.
John Hine.
Yes.
John Lieberman is a reporter on the show.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Shouldn't he have watched the whole fucking show?
You're saying he didn't watch
He went to
America's
bed
Got
at 9.
Talent?
He went to bed at 9 o'clock. He watched the first hour and then shut it off.
No, I DVR'd the second hour.
Yeah. When did you watch it? You didn't. You didn't fucking watch it.
I
haven't watched
DVR.
it, but you haven't watched it yet.
I DVR'd the second hour.
Did you watch it yet, though?
Have I watched the second hour
Yes.
yet? No, I watched the first hour.
Some reporter. I rest my case.
VCR or DVR, John?
Yeah.
Langford watched the whole show last night.
Yeah, that's right. You got that right.
I bet he did.
But that hasn't stopped John from doing his job, Ronnie. He's
Yes,
still.
it has, because he doesn't know.
That's not- A,
He
it's
doesn't
not
know
my
about the
beat,
whole
pal.
show. What do you mean it's not your beat?
Their
What
beat.
What beat?
My beat is asking you tough questions, asshole.
Everybody, get that on camera. That ain't my beat, pal.
Everybody knows that,
love
John's the city beat, Lisa's the style beat.
Ronnie's
Shirley's-
ass beat.
Dude, Lisa. Talk about Lisa. I mean, you had it. Did you see pictures of her at the Today Show?
No.
The first morning that Howard did the Today Show?
No.
She was in this outfit. You'd think she was going to Rick's. She had this sparkle outfit on, like the bright blue sparkle top, high heels.
Lieberman looks like he completely disagrees with you.
Tight jeans. You weren't there.
No, I wasn't there. I didn't.
So why you? What are you making?
Benji just said I disagree.
He
I
looks
was
like he
listening to
completely
you.
disagrees with you.
I was listening to
I
you
don't care
intently.
I don't care
Gary,
what he says.
they're like an old married couple.
It's very funny to watch. It's just like whatever. If you say black, I say white. That's what these two are.
He still wears M25. That's
Okay.
all.
What's M25?
And that was
Keep
an
tweeting
M26
this.
a
I
second
need to set
ago.
the record straight.
No, that's mine. Is M26.
What-
M25 is his hair color just for men.
Oh, you dye your hair too?
Yeah.
No, I don't dye
Yes,
my
he
hair
does.
too.
Oh,
you
come
don't?
on.
Let me tell you something.
M25,
I have never once. It's
just for
full
men.
of grays on the side.
No,
he
it's
started
not.
this thing
No, it's
online that I dye my hair, so people are
You started
tweeting
with me,
pictures
dude.
of here's the cheapest box of M26 in town. Go to Dwayne Reed. Go to Walgreens. Go to this and that. And he's
$6.99
keeping
is a
this
great
going
price.
Yeah, it's a
man.
great price.
That guy
isn't it?
he put it up the other
Yeah,
day.
you don't even need a
$6.99.
coupon to get such a good
Yeah.
price. do you?
Ronnie,
I
do you
pay
think
$8.99,
Ronnie?
I pay
Ronnie,
$8.99,
do you
man.
think his hair is dyed right now?
Yes.
Would you put money on it?
Yes.
I bet you
Because we could do it.
$30 million
Oh.
that it's
I don't
not
have
dyed.
$30 million.
I bet you all the money you get from getting blown by Richard that it's not dyed. All of it.
Hi, I'm Scott the Engineer, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, another discussion of the block party. This goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You suck, you suck, you cheap, you're cheap, you're cheap, you lie, you lie. We all lie. Everybody lies. Anyway, the block party's a mess, and so is the wrap-up show. Check it out.
Scott the engineer has walked away from the block party with J.D. Harmeyer stepping right in there. And Scott, I talked to him a little bit, and his mind seems to be made up. And I know Shuli's mind was made up a long time ago. And do you think Scott's making a big mistake?
I think I do. I still can't get a clear answer on how this whole thing started out. And, so Scott's saying that in his mind, it was being split three ways. However it came to be, right, to where it is now, and somebody had to take control of it. Shuli decided to be that person, meaning I'm going to take control of it, I'm going to manage it. And so now Shuli has said, this is what it's going to be, I'm making you this offer. So instead of all this crap that's going on in the air, Scott could just say, you know what, that's not what I agreed to, I'm just going to walk away from it, or I agree to it. But it just gets drawn out for weeks and weeks and weeks, complaining, and everybody comes to me to tell me what a pain in the ass Scott's being.
Wait, you're saying Scott is the one that's making a big thing
I'm saying that Scott could have made the decision at some point, either he wants to be part of it or he doesn't.
From everything Scott's saying, he did. That they made him an offer and he said no. This was the original
but this has been going on for like 5 months, is what I'm saying.
I don't see how you can pin it on Scott.
I'm not pinning it on Scott. I'm saying that Scott can walk away from it, but I don't understand.
That's what he's doing.
It's taken him 6 months to figure out to walk away.
Benji, if Shuli fired Scott and Scott agreed to walk away, then why are we still talking about this?
Did they come back to Scott?
No. Scott agreed to it, then walked away, then might come back today, and that's what I'm saying. Like he can't really decide. He feels like he's been wrong, but whatever. Hold on,
say the same thing on the other side.
Hold on. Let me just finish what I was going to say, and then I'll let you jump in. So I guess my point is that it seems to be that we're talking about a small amount of money, and unless Scott was going to go off and do his own thing, I don't know why he's walking away from this. That's what I would say.
Because he feels he was ripped off.
He feels he was ripped off, and he doesn't trust. What I got from all this is that he doesn't trust Shuli.
But now he's not going to make anything, and I know that the whole point of
he doesn't want to deal with the aggravation. To him, it's not worth it.
The whole point of it, I don't know what the initial carving it up was, but I do know that it started when Scott said, "Hey, I'd like to go out and do some shows and make some money." So I wonder why you're walking away from the money. Because it seems like the money that you feel like you're being fucked out of, if that's the case, is minimal compared to how it benefits you.
Scott, why are you walking away?
Again, I'll repeat it. We've reached an impasse on what we think happened and what the agreement was. So it took me a little while to figure out what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. So once I figured that out, and I became more of an employee type of person than a partner, is what I thought we all.
I still can't understand, and that's what I'm trying to find out. Was it? Nobody seems to be able to answer the question. When you guys started this, the three of you got together. Did you say, "Let's do this"? It's a three-way split, or let's do this and let's just go out.
When we first started, it evolved into that. After,
but at some point,
we said, and Shuli said, and Ronnie agreed, and I agreed that we weren't making any money. We weren't selling tickets. We have to take X amount of dollars each to make this move forward so we can afford to do more shows. And we agreed. This is what we do. We take X amount of dollars each. Everything was equal. And that's what I thought it would continue to be. Even though there was more money, we'd still kept equal amounts. And then at some point, I became an employee rather than the three of us working together on this gig. And quite honestly, I didn't.
You lose me there. I don't want to talk about how it all came together. I think we've beaten that to death. But at what point did you decide, you know what, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, I want out? Because let's face it, you're still getting a good chunk of change.
I'm not denying that's not a good chunk. Of course, that's a great chunk of change.
Okay, so what?
For doing nothing, as everybody says.
Well, we know what you do.
Scott, let's not kid ourselves.
Well, it's not only.
And you really don't do much.
You're not doing an hour of material.
Listen,
it's
I'm
more
not doing
an appearance type of thing.
Listen to me.
You're DJing from your iPhone.
I'm not going to get into that. I think we all have a responsibility toward what we do in the show. I travel as much as we all spend the same amount of time on the road, on a plane, in a hotel.
If that were the case, then the PA on America's Got Talent should make as much as Howard, because they all travel the same amount.
Well, no, that's a little. That's a little. I think that's a little more. I mean, we're still involved. Equal, yeah. Shuli does more time on stage.
I guess I would say, do you feel? This would probably be the big question. Do you feel that your contribution to the show is equal to everyone else's, or does it not matter to you?
That has nothing to do with it in this particular case.
Then what is it?
It's the agreement that I thought that we had, that we split. I don't know if split is the right word, but take the same fee.
Well, that's a split.
Everybody would take the same fee. And then all of a sudden it was like I didn't even know what was going on, and these guys were obviously getting more money than me.
Scott, I mean, what it sounds like to me, boiling it all down, is you're pissed that Shuli's taking home more money than you are.
No. You see,
That's what it sounds like to
not
me.
The reason.
But if you agree to this fee,
if he wanted more money, we sit down and say, "Listen, guys, I'm doing more than you. I'm going to get a little more than you." It was never discussed, but with me, it might have been discussed with Ronnie. But I never. They came to me and said, "We're going to pay you a flat fee." That's it. That's
so you weren't part of the discussion. It was presented
yeah,
to you.
him and Ronnie came to me and said, "We decided that we're going to pay you a flat fee." I'm like, after they did the show with JD and they paid him a flat fee, I think they thought, "Hey, we could just pay him a flat fee. What's the difference?"
But I'm looking at this a different way. Forget about whether Shuley headlines or does anything like that. That's a different way of looking at it. When you guys said, okay, all three of us are equal, and then you saw Shuley doing, the lion's share of the work, not the on-stage work, the off-stage work.
Well, I don't
Did it ever dawn on you and say, well,
I don't know
we're all
exactly.
taking an equal fee, but he seems to be working harder?
I didn't see him actually doing any. I didn't witness it. He was doing. He was talking to the promoter. Okay, so I thought the promoter was handling most of the booking and the travel arrangements. I didn't know Shuley was involved in booking, travel arrangements, as he claimed previously. But that's what we have a promoter for, and that's what the promoter gets paid for, and he takes a good chunk as well. So that's why I thought, he does more. And this particular show, I didn't think one of us is a headliner. We're all responsible for getting this show out, getting it promoted, and making sure that things go well.
So I guess you go, John.
Scott, I want to, because Sal's sitting next to me now, and I want to ask this question. And be honest.
Yes.
When you walked in to Sal and Richard and said, hey, I want to, let's do a block party or something like that, you say you're joking. I don't believe you're joking.
That was absolutely a joke. It was the Black Cloud Tour. I said, why don't we do a Black Cloud Tour?
Sal,
do you think... absolutely a joke.
Sal, do you think Scott was kidding?
I cannot do that myself. That's impossible.
But why can't you?
Well, let Sal answer the question.
Go ahead.
Do you think he was kidding?
I have to take... I like Scott, and I have to take his word for it. I didn't think he was kidding when he asked, but now that he's saying it, I can believe that he's kidding.
Was it in the hallway as a passing comment, or did he open
he just came into office, and we talk in the office a lot, so it was closed door, but that has nothing to do with Scott. It wasn't a private intent because of the closed door, but I thought there could have been some truth to that. Like, I think if I would have said yes, perhaps Scott would have.
No, I don't.
I'm not saying that you would. That's a bad thing. But now that Scott made me aware that it was a joke, I'll take his word for it.
How far did you take a joke? Was there a flat fee established?
But Scott, why can't you do the Black Cloud Tour? Why do you say you can't do it?
I'm not into getting.
But you can do it. You
why
choose not to.
Sal and Richard have plenty of material, so that's not the issue.
Yeah, but we're going on our own.
They do their own thing. I knew they have their own thing. I was just kidding with them. No, I don't. It takes. Look,
we don't want this loser.
So wait, if they have their own
no one's
thing,
going to come to just see me and comedians. I'm from the show. The block party was good because there were a number of people from the show. Everything's show related. I'm not claiming that I could do that myself. I never did claim that.
So I guess I'm sorry. The question is, if you know you can't do it, you can't do the Black Cloud Tour for sure. You know that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do that.
And you don't want to work with the block party anymore, but you...
No, I didn't say I didn't want to work. I love working with the block party. It was just a matter of, I don't think that the agreement that I thought that we had was honored. That's
so
all.
You're saying you're willing to not make any money based on the principle of it. Is that what this is about?
That's what it's about.